had a nice chat in a legacy chat about the Omnidor Thragtusk Worldfire deck, if you remember that.
I do, although I don't really remember anything about the deck other than those cards that you named.
Yeah, it was just a throwback because, Return to Ravnica is coming out.
So we're hoping for a return to Thragtusk, and
I'm not personally, but I can understand why other people would be thrilled about that, if that makes sense.
Did you see the deck that Kenji Samura posted? The Legacy deck with it was like a chalice deck, like a bug chalice thing.
No, I didn't see that. I'll look for it in a bit, or maybe someone in Twitch chat can find it for us.
I wasn't really sure if that was like a known thing, and if that was just like a way people were building bug these days, or if that was like a really crazy fresh new thing. Either way, it intrigued me.
I'll try to find it. Actually, I could go look at it now. This sounds not great, but it sounds different. Oh, this is a weird deck.
Yes, it is.
This is actually closer to, I think. I'm not sure how to put it, but that is a weird looking deck.
I agree. Yeah, and that's mostly it stood out to me for looking weird above all. I was just like, okay, I guess that's a thing. I don't know.
One sec. Extension's not live. Why is it not live? I want you to be live, extension. Looks like it should be live. Oh, there it goes. It looks like. Alright. We appear to be alive with the extension.
Excellent.
So, basically, I think I explained this to you before, but you can just click on the left thing and it shows the deck list. And really, the intended purpose of this extension is to use it during tournaments and have both players' deck lists inputted. So when there's a stream, people can just click on both of them and see what the people are playing exactly.
When you say click on the thing to the left, I don't see that. Oh, I see it now. I found it.
Yeah, if you click...
I get it.
Yeah, it's a little bit small. But it does do the trick,
Yep.
I think if you full screen it, it's a lot bigger. Anyways, let's get to it. I have not played a single game with this deck. Have you?
Nope, nor have I.
But it doesn't, it's sort of...
I've played with all of these cards before, at different times when they
I've never played with Mausoleum Wanderer, but it's similar enough to Judge's Familiar that I think I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Alright. Ooh, we got an opponent. We got maybe some fresh meat. Right.
Old Suker.
Guess this is a keep.
I don't see why not.
It kind of sucks that there's no one drop, but I don't think I can mulligan this hand.
No.
Basically, I think your hands are a lot better with a one drop, obviously, but this I think this hand's good enough even without a one drop.
I think the fact that it has Spell Queller and Path Exile means that it has interaction covered against multiple angles.
Yeah.
And in the dark, that's enough. It also...
Agreed.
Obviously, it has all the colors. It has a clock that it can establish. So
and plus, both of these can get basics. Oh, no. Bogles?
Well, we're done.
Actually, we're not actually done.
I know, but we're in bad shape.
Yeah, I don't like these paths, but that's okay. So am I going to want to fetch Island, or Plains, or Forest?
We are going to want to fetch Island, I believe. But
Yeah,
I think we may
so
want to
too.
fetch Plains later, so I would have led with this, but I don't think it matters all that much.
Alright, well, too late. but just trying to see if there's a scenario where we want
It's a cast path to exile twice this turn.
Yeah, it seems really unlikely, right?
It seems incredibly. It seems literally impossible, actually.
Well, it's not. If we want to rampant growth ourselves into a collected company, I think is the most likely scenario. But we only need a single white for that, right?
Oh, I meant. I thought you meant like this turn.
Also,
I mean, yeah, we might cast both our paths at some point in the game.
If my opponent just plays like Rancor and attacks, I'm snapping that off so fast. Well, that one's worse for me.
Yeah, that's less ideal.
I don't think I trade.
I think maybe you're supposed to still do it though.
You think?
Well, it depends on what else he does.
Well, this implies 3 damage next turn, right?
Yeah, but also if you remove an enchantment from its guy, then
it looks like we're not going to have a good block on it.
True.
Yeah, we're not going to have a good block.
Okay, then
that actually is really annoying.
Sure is.
Because if they decide they just want to block at some point, or they put a coronet on it, we're probably done for.
Well, that was true regardless. So
yeah.
I guess we can counter the coronet, which is probably what's going to happen. But
yeah, I mean we're going to have to counter that coronet. It is nice that all of our spirits have flash now, though. So I want to get planes off of this, probably.
I think so.
White giant growth. White rampant growth, right? Yeah, rampant growth. But it's all good. We knew what you meant, Delver guy.
Have you played with the new lord? I didn't really look at the list. We are playing the new lord, yes.
That's bad. I feel like I actually have to spellcore that.
Yep.
Because that is going to be like +4, +4, +5, +5 soon. I'm just gonna get planes, right? Because I want double white.
Yep.
Yeah.
You just want to take not very much damage. And
agreed. This is going to turn into a racing scenario most likely.
Which we are going to lose, but whatever.
Well, I mean, like...
I guess it depends. Yeah, they might have not much else going on. Nope, they have else going on.
Okay, so what is likely to happen is we're going to have to throw creatures under the bus at some point. Correct. But not that one. I don't really love this. So I think we're going to have to actually sacrifice our rattle chains this turn.
This turn? Well, so if that's the case, we lose. So... I would probably play as if we're going to get to take one more leg. I think I would play the Drogue Skull Captain attack with all your guys, and then just try and take this damage.
Okay, that makes sense. So I need to main phase this and bash for 6 then.
That's how I would draw it up.
And play probably a tap Sanctum.
Mm-hmm.
It sure is nice we've mulliganed twice.
Well, that's the deal with playing reactive spells in this format.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing about Bogles, right? Like that is their strength.
Yep.
In any case,
like he only has lethal if he has to have 2 more 1-mana enchantments.
Yeah, but the problem is if they don't even have that, like if they just have a coronet, how do we ever win?
That was always the case, though.
Yeah, that's true.
We were never beating coronet at any point, so. I mean, I guess if he had played it this last turn, we could have countered it, and that would have worked out all right. But
it looks like we are going to get steamrolled this game, which is okay.
Because this guy has reach, so I'm like, maybe we put the fear in him. Maybe he just doesn't want to rumble now.
What fear?
That might happen, right?
What fear? Like. I think it's more likely our opponent is disconnecting from the internet than having any fear.
Well, no. If let's say he sucks.
Now we have to chomp because it's an 11/11.
Yes, but let's say he attacks and then we, but it's not lethal. We just take it and then play a lord. We have 11 on board, so.
So we actually. Oh no, well now there is basically no way for us to assemble lethal this turn.
Correct.
So I guess I want to leave the rattle chains back to block. Or I guess I could just throw this under the bus, right?
Yeah.
7.
I think you need to get your damage in. So.
Yeah. I think the plan is to draw Coco into 2 lords is how we win, right?
That'll work. Or you can, like, I mean, if we just draw a chump blocker for 2 consecutive turns, we win. So.
That is true.
Or like a lord and then block with that, but then he's at 1. Like, now we're live. We can do this.
Yeah, we are. Actually, this is somehow relatively okay, but not like that okay. It's like relatively okay.
Yeah. Obviously, there's a lot of things he can play at any point that will completely bury us, but whatever.
Right. So I'm gonna block and basically plow my own creature to get a land. That makes sense, right?
Yep.
These are yep. Yo, sup Z Turchan. By the way, thanks for everyone hanging out with me and Andrew Shrout. We're trying this deck.
We've got spirit. Yes, we do.
I've got spirit. How about you? We're number 1. We're number 1.
Sort of.
That's the rest of that, I think. I don't. It's been all. Oh, that's not good.
Well.
Wow. That's actually really bad for us.
Yep.
Doesn't matter which one I get?
Nope.
Now I don't think it does.
Nope. Now we were like totally set on lands. We probably didn't even need a path, our guy.
Well, what else am I going to do with it? So now...
Sit on it. Draws a bunch of guys.
I think I need to attack with one of them. Actually, maybe I just... Alright, I have a plan.
So if you attack with... I don't think you can attack, right?
Why not?
Oh, wait. No, never mind.
It costs 4 to attach.
Yep, I was getting there.
Yeah, no. I remember, this card was messed up in Shadows Limited. I think my plan is to actually attack with this, block with that, flash in Geist, and then hope to assemble lethal somehow.
Yep, I like it.
It is actually like a winning line some amount of the time. And also, if they just have Coronet, we might be able to finagle some weird situation where we like block and path their own guy to like deny the life gain, right? Oh, nice.
Just takes it.
Okay, I'm sort of okay with that, I guess.
Yep.
I mean, what else am I gonna do? This game has been closer than I thought it would be, which I guess is saying something. Okay.
Yeah,
well,
I mean, he's not gaining life or trampling, so.
So now I have to play Geist.
Yep. And I would not use your path here.
I agree. I think this path is more valuable in a lot of ways. If they don't have another creature, they're dead, actually, right?
Correct.
Oh, no, they blocked the...
Oh, they block and take 6. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes.
No, they just blocked the angel, right?
Yep. Now they might be dead.
3 plus 3, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Somehow we've derped our way into a win.
Yep.
Obviously, if they have path, we die, but that's okay.
I feel like they could have used that path.
Yeah, I don't think it's very likely for them to have path, because they should have pathed this Queller and put this on that and attack for a lethal, right?
Yep.
Nice. That was, yeah. I guess,
Satisfying.
yeah, I mean, Warship seems good. I'm not gonna lie. Well, I think if you get, like, into a situation where you have 2 captains and Warship, they lose, right?
Yeah, I mean, sure. It's probably fine.
But I see what you're saying, because it's going to lead to some awkwardness if, well, so you could get into a board state where you can't actually kill them, right?
Yeah, that seems likely to happen, actually. So that's why I was like, I don't know if Warship's actually good.
I think Thalia is actually definitely good.
Thalia is definitely good.
The thing is, I don't actually want to take out Path, because I think their core Spirit Dancers are really scary.
Correct.
I might take out Geist of St. Trapped, actually, and just leave in 2 vials.
Yeah, Geist was pretty good that game. But
it wasn't really that good, that game. It was like, okay. What's up, Chantel? Modern is okay. We're up a game versus the Bogle Boys. Or girls.
Yeah, this is alright.
Or mutants, as... Really depends on how you want to classify
Probably
them.
a mutant, yeah. I don't know. I would probably not even board in these worships. They seem bad in this matchup, but...
I think I'm going to, but I could see myself regretting it as well.
Alright. You do you, baby boo.
Yeah, I do baby. That is the most Kentuckian you've been for a while. Also, this hand seems...
There's literally no one in Kentucky says that except for me.
But, I don't believe you for a second. I bet Colonel Sanders says it.
Colonel Sanders especially doesn't say it.
The gender of Vogels is mind-boggling. I like that. The gender of Vogels is mind-boggling.
I take back every bad thing I said about worship. It's great, obviously.
This hand looks phenomenal, actually.
Yep.
I mean obviously I don't want to draw another land, but
yeah.
Besides that, I think this hand is pretty freaking good. I mean, we have a turn 1 accelerant, which is why the hand looks so good, right?
Probably what's going to happen is we're going to play this worship, and then immediately our opponent's going to have like a 12-12 life linker, and then the game's just going to be over. I feel like you should not play a fetch land ever if you can avoid it, because we may have to win
I've thought about what you're about to say, and yeah, I agree that's a possibility. Ooh, that's a probably good sign for me. The question is, if they play Spirit Dancer this turn, what do I do?
You are ecstatic if that happens, because that
okay, now the real question is, what do I do?
Now you play a planes and pass.
Yeah,
is that complicated? I don't know. Like, what else would you do?
I don't know. I could play the captain, but that actually seems worse than leaving up color.
Doesn't make any sense.
Yep. Okay. Good beats. What's up, everyone? Alright, so what is in their hand that they're playing like this?
Maybe they have worship. God, I really hope that's the case.
I think I'm going to just flash my Queller.
Yeah, I'm with it.
I'm not here to just sit around and do nothing.
What do we even, like, if they have worship, what do we do? How do we beat that?
Currently our deck cannot. We would actually try to time them out, I think. Which is not healthy. Do I actually want to cast this here? Probably, right?
Why would you not? Oh, you want to try and, like, set up a turn where you play it and a Phantasmal Image in one turn?
I think their hand is likely to be a path, but I'm okay with that.
Yep.
Based because they just didn't play an Aura, they didn't play a Bogle, and they didn't play a Spirit Dancer, what else could be in their hand? The answer is most likely path. If they take the damage here, okay, I don't know what's in their hand. I've given up.
I'm not all that familiar with, like, the mulliganing heuristics of Ogle's deck. Maybe you just have to keep every hand that has, like,
a Bogle,
lands and a Bogle.
Yeah, all I remember is from the mocks. Oh, they probably have a coordinate in their hand, right? That would actually make sense.
Make a lot of sense.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yep.
Okay, guess we can't do anything. Yeah, no, at the mocks, Budakov basically mulliganed pretty aggressively, actually. But he usually mulliganed for a Bogle.
Right.
So...
Yeah, I mean, I definitely understand you'd have to mulligan aggressively for a creature to put your pants on, but...
Huh. Wait, what the heck?
That doesn't make any sense.
Isn't that attack free?
Yep, sure is. And the guy doesn't have reach anyway, so...
So, and then I'm going to have to crack my fetch lands now. I guess not.
I guess.
Alright, I'm not going to. I changed my mind.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason to do it right now anyway.
Huh. I think I'm going to just try to image my Drog Skull. So,
yeah, I mean,
here's the thing.
Anyway,
if he had Path, he would have Pathed last turn, right?
Probably.
So the only way this could not be the case is if his hand was exactly Coronets last turn and he drew Path this turn. But he probably drew Rancor this turn, right?
He also, because he didn't attack, I feel like you can't like make conclusions about what he has based on how he's played.
I agree, but
I don't think this guy's plays make sense. So.
All right. Well, now our creatures are immune from dying, pretty much.
Yep. Nope. Now we're gonna settle in for a nice long worshipy.
There are actually cases where one thing you actually have to do, I think, is we're gonna have to crack these fetches before the fetches would put us to 0, right? If we're gonna actually fetch.
Yeah. Well, I mean yes, but we may just not crack the fetches. On the other hand,
the problem is we have 2 4-mana spells, right? Like.
Yeah. I mean, the company is gonna.
Okay. Well, that is gonna die on site. I'm gonna respond to the first thing by pathing the Spirit Dancer because I can't really afford to let them have cards, even though it does contribute to our decking. So this makes sense. Our opponent just had a handful of coordinates, right?
Yeah.
This actually makes a lot of sense. Right.
Yep.
I'm not going to Denver, but I'm definitely going to New Jersey because I can just drive there on Friday. But I hope you have a good one in Denver. It is, for those of you who are curious, that is team limited of the new set. Alright, Shroud, I think the plan is to actually crack both my fetches and play Worship this turn.
Alright.
And the plan is to assemble enough damage that I can outpace the life gain.
Okay.
Actually, do they gain life if they don't deal me damage?
Wait, what now?
So, like, Worship, like, you see what I'm saying? Do they actually gain the life?
Oh, yeah, I believe so. I'm not positive, but I guess we'll find out.
Like, that's actually
I'm pretty sure
they
they still deal the damage, but it's a replacement effect, right? So.
Okay, I'm just curious because that's actually pretty relevant here.
Yep, but I'm not super confident in that.
I'm also not super confident, which is why I was asking. Alright, well, we have to play this Worship. But it's actually looking pretty good here. I mean, like, for some definitions of good, I suppose. If they have a disenchant or something, we're not in great shape. But I can definitely see a scenario where I assemble enough lords to just kill them through their idiot.
Yeah, unless they interact with us somehow.
Well, shrug. Alright, we are never blocking. Okay, thank you, Delver guy. That looks like that is from Gatherer. Also, thanks for everyone hanging out. Alright, they gained the full 9. Spider Umbra incoming. If that happens, I mean, I'm just going to sit here and...
Speaking of, there's currently a tiny spider crawling on my monitor. Get off, you bastard.
Well, our opponent conceded. Because presumably they have no out to worship. But they should have tried to deck us, I think. Right?
Yep. I mean, I'm glad that we didn't have to play that game, but... I fully expected that that's how that game was going to play out. But
it would be. Would be. Oh, someone in one of the legacy chats just said Bant Spirits is real good. Well, let's find that out. Hey, there's a petition to name your tiny spider. Someone votes Tony.
Sounds good to me. I mean, I just scooted him off the screen and he ran away somewhere. So
we have a sub from Z Turchan. Thank you very much for the sub.
Most likely, I will never see or think about Tony ever again. So you can call him whatever you want.
I think I'm gonna play Vile on one off Breeding Pool.
Yes.
Yeah, that's correct.
I approve.
You did it for the chests? Yeah, poor Tony. Shroud.
He was literally crawling on my screen. He was up in my shit. It was not cool.
Shit. Unfortunately, this basically tells our entire deck list because there's only one deck in the form that does this. Oh no, a Tron.
Maybe.
A Tron. Tron.
How's our Tron matchup?
I don't know. I guess we'll find out. It seems really swingy is my take on it, actually.
Well, hopefully what's going to happen is...
We draw land?
that would be the help. But barring that, no. We're gonna play this Noble Hierarch.
Yep.
And then our opponent is going to play
Sylvan Scrying, and we're gonna force spike it.
Correct.
I hope so much.
You bastard.
I think I really saw. We're gonna force spike into the stirrings though. I think as well.
Yep.
So frustrating. Did you just cackle?
Yes. I mean, we had these plans. We had it all
I think our
drawn
plan
up.
is to actually die, unfortunately.
Yeah, we're boned.
Oh no, that's not good.
Nice collected company. Nice 4-drops, idiot.
Don't you talk to me that way. I'm gonna just cast it and leave the vial up to bluff with.
Sure.
It's slightly more valuable, but I think we are realistically going to lose. I don't know how good this list is. Oh no. Come on. No!
Got us.
Got us. I guess I can kill the Karn at least, but...
Yep.
I really needed that vial.
Yeah, we drew a land.
I'm gonna pretend my opponent doesn't have Eugene in their hand, because I can't do shit.
Like it.
Yes, it probably does, but what am I going to do about that? Like, we have no ability to play around that.
Does this deck only play like 7 lands that make mana?
It has 21.
Yeah, but how many of them make mana?
1 sec while I figure out. Yeah, this is what I'm doing. No, they all make mana, right?
No, like how many non-fetch lands does this deck play?
Oh, that's bad. This is basically just as bad as Eugene.
I was gonna say that counts as VG.
Well, okay. I think we've lost the game.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah, I mean, we knew what we were signing up for with that hand.
Sure.
If our Vial got killed, we were in bad shape. If our Noble Hierarch got killed, if that happened, we're also in bad shape. But
Yep.
basically, we got troned.
Yeah, I mean, I think there was definitely no sense in like holding back material.
Nope.
So.
Nope. I do imagine that Ivugan was legal for actually quite a bit of time. Okay, I think we're done here. Okay, I'm going to side out. I think Aether Vial for Unified Will. Oh, Tinak, thanks for the 10 bits, buddy. Do I want Stony?
Probably, yeah. I'm not sure, but Tony's back. Hello.
The spider's back to
He is.
haunt you.
He is.
This is a spider-friendly stream now. You're not allowed to kill it, by the way.
I mean, yeah, I know. I mean, he's up in the corner, and I'm just gonna leave him.
Okay. Oh, we want these damping spheres. Doop. All the cheers. Thanks to Nak for throwing pennies at me. The question is, what else do I want to cut out? Yes, I am aware about the company number of creature count thing.
Yeah, all the rest of these cards seem good, so I really don't know. I mean, the one rattle chains, maybe.
Guess I can take out rattle chains. Whoa, there's a bit war going on in my chat. I'm a fan of this.
Best kind of war.
Yeah. I'm gonna bring in the Thalias. So I'm not sure about Path. I might just take it out and hope I don't get worm coiled.
Sure.
Or maybe I just don't want all of the Stonies in my deck.
Stony seems good, man. I don't know.
Or I could shave 2 captains, right? Or maybe Geist is not that good.
Oh yeah, Geist seems bad, actually. Geist doesn't seem exciting at all.
The nice thing about Geist is that it's a really fast clock. Poops in a group, thanks for the follow. Geist is incredible? Okay, I guess I'm not going to cut that then.
Yeah, the Wanderers... Actually, that's a good point. Wanderer seems kind of mediocre.
It's good for scrying and stirrings, and also mana curve matters. I don't know.
Yeah, like
I'm gonna side out 2 Drogskull Captain.
Okay, sure.
Because of mana curve.
Sounds good.
I think mana curve still matters.
No, it obviously does.
Yeah. I guess, right? Like, this hand's actually pretty phenomenal if I draw a land.
Yeah, I'm down. I feel like what's going to happen is we're going to never draw a land, and we're going to play this Thalia, and then it's going to turn off our Unified Will, and we're going to lose.
Ved, we still have, like, 27 creatures in the deck. Maybe more, because I sided in 2 Thalias as well. I sided out Aether Vials and Paths. Okay, that was good. So this is a little bit awkward.
How so?
Well, if I play Thalia, it's going to be really hard to cast the Company.
So, who cares? We'll have a Thalia in play. We'll be alright. I mean, the alternative is like Mausoleum Wanderer Go, which sounds terrible. Okay. Oh, I guess we can play the other thing.
No, I'm going to play both of these. I think that's correct, even though it's like a little bit awkward.
Yeah, I mean, I would have no problem making this play, so.
You love to attack with your creatures.
So you gotta put your dudes in play before you can attack with them.
That is true.
Step 1, put your dudes in play. Like, come on.
I guess I attack for 3, play Stony, say go.
That's how I'd do it.
Hell. Oh, Dismember? It's interesting.
Well, it's convenient.
Do I care about this?
Now we're out from under Collected Company. We can play our shit.
Well, so right. I could actually Wanderer it too, right? Isn't this play confusing?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Actually, yeah. I forgot about Wanderer.
Isn't that just like awful? Oh no, they have to pay the extra, right? Yeah. Never mind. Never mind. This is fine. But I'm gonna force.
There's no way around it right now for him. So.
Yeah. But now the Stony is extra good because they didn't crack their sphere.
Yep. I like our spot.
Alright. That was kind of good for us, I guess.
Fully expect him to just have natural Tron.
Yeah, I mean, if that happens, that happens. I'm not going to worry too much about it. If we're getting the full Troning, well, that is the opposite. Watch it be Walking Ballista that they can't activate. That would be phenomenal.
You're enjoying that a little too much, Jarvis.
I am. Alright. I think we have to play a Supreme Phantom this turn, though.
I agree.
Come on, this is phenomenal. Look at this. You have to respect. Or I guess you don't.
Yeah. Yes, I do. I don't have to, but I do.
Nice, another tower, and we can block. I think our opponent is kind of dead now.
Holding up Will seems really conservative here.
I know.
I'd much rather just get some dudes in play and start attacking.
I'm gonna play this and attack for 4. The only card that really punishes us is Eugene, but they would need Tron Piece and Eugene in their hand. Oh. Alright, our opponent got tired. Woo! Also, we've avoided the non-bow.
Yep, we are smart.
He's no noodle. There's still 28 creatures for Collected Company, if you all are wondering. Yes, Ved's Chinese name is Ice Cream.
What is your Chinese name?
Not ice cream.
I really wanted to literally be not ice cream.
It's not after that.
I really wish that it was. But... That would have been sweet.
I know you would have found that amusing. I don't think I want to change anything. I don't think I want to change anything, right?
Yeah, I mean, this seems good.
Okay. Chinak is winning the bits war, which I appreciate.
I kind of wonder, like, how is Spellqueller even that good in this matchup?
I think it's good just
Should we
because
maybe
it's a
have all
flash
the
creature.
Rogue Skull guys in and have cut 2 Spellquellers instead?
Oh, have all the lords in?
Yeah.
Actually, that sort of makes sense, but it's too late to implement that plan now.
Yep.
Queller does get O-Stone, which is a good point. New Jersey is standard, new set, before the Pro Tour somehow. It's actually kind of mind-boggling. There's going to be a bunch of events before the Pro Tour for standard. How does that make you feel?
They used to have like 3 Star City Opens before every Pro Tour.
Yeah.
So it's really not that different. Only way that makes it different is the coverage will be worse.
That's fair.
Unless they just decide for 1 GP they're just going to cover all of Jarvis's matches.
That seems really unlikely.
I'd tune in. I'd watch the whole damn thing.
I think I have to keep, but it has no disruption. But it is pretty good otherwise.
I agree with everything you just said.
I don't think you're allowed to mull in these hands as spirits.
I mean, in a different matchup where the card you were mulliting to would matter a whole lot.
I mean, the card we would mulligan to is Damping Sphere.
Yeah, but like Damping Sphere is not even that good. So.
Yeah, I found that that card is only like okay. I don't know how to put it.
Also, like how our opponent has the exact right cards to play around our Mausoleum Wanderer every time. I would just play Sanctum Supreme Phantom.
Yeah, I was contemplating.
Spirit matter.
Sort of, except he can't O-Stone this turn, so I think this is actually correct.
Yeah.
Also, I just kind of hope that they have to pop their map to get the Elastron piece, which is look like what's going on.
Yep. We could counter that if we wanted.
I think I'm going to.
Yeah, I kind of think we want.
That, I think, was a mistake for opponent.
Why's that?
To not play the land first? I guess maybe it's not a mistake.
I mean, he obviously did it that way on purpose, so like...
Yeah.
He
so here, what I'm going to do is just play Canopy Sego to play Brown Ugin.
I guess, sure. I don't know if that plays around Ugin exactly, but okay.
What are my thoughts on more news to hear about more news to eventually hear about more news? Not a fan. Obviously, I know what Scotty's talking about. It is kind of annoying that they just like slowly feed us information. I don't care about that.
That's exciting if that's what our opponent has.
I think I'm just going to run out the Queller.
No, we're going to counter this thing with the Queller. That's what you meant?
Do you want to counter this?
If we were going to run it out anyway,
okay,
then yeah. I mean,
fair enough. Yeah, maybe he doesn't have stuff and we can win. That's kind of hope. Maybe I'll draw a Unified Will. No, this is a little bit late for that. Alright. I think I need to attack and say go.
Really? Does Ugin...
Yeah.
Ugin exiles, right?
It exiles.
So Stealth Spirit doesn't help. Yeah, alright.
Yo, Tanak, thanks for $3.22. That is kind of a peculiar amount to donate, but I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that. I kind of just hope their hand is like just mono Thragtusks and things that don't actually matter.
Yeah, we'd be alright against that.
I don't know why Patriotic Canadian donated $1. I think that's okay. The real question is, if our opponent casts Oblivion Stone, what do we do?
Depends on what our opponent does with the Oblivion Stone, but...
Shroud is not Canadian. He's from good old Moorhead, Kentucky.
I'm from Kentucky, which is like the Canada of the South.
What? No, it's not.
Sure it is.
Ballista for 5?
Well, we're never, ever, ever beating that, so that's cool. That's not even true.
I think I'm supposed to accompany in response to see if I find a bunch of lords.
Sure. Are you sure we don't want to... Well, okay, yeah. Do they have barbecue in Kentucky? They sure do. They are actually somewhat well known for the barbecuing.
This is really bad.
Yeah, that was less than ideal.
I think we've lost.
Well, I don't like our spot, but...
Well, the problem is we sided out 2 Drogskull captains, which is going to cost us here, right?
Yeah.
Do I just force the action? Probably, so I can attack with the Geist, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. If your opponent, what do you kill? Probably that and that?
And then sit with the 1/1?
Oh, whoa.
That would make sense.
Whatever.
Alright.
This was confusing. I wonder if we actually have our opponent dead somehow.
I mean, he can still kill this lord on the left. There you go.
That's fair. Oh, and he has a ton of mana to dump into this, right? He has 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So if he draws a land, that's 3 activations of Ballista. Yeah, this kind of is not great. It's okay, though.
I mean, 3's not enough to save him, so... If that's how he spends his next turn, we're going to be okay.
So, I think... How much damage am I throwing? They can't kill us, right?
No.
They can't. Unless if they have Ulamog, but that's not even lethal because I would spend all their mana. So I'm supposed to just bash with everything.
Yep.
Alright, good beats. Usually we're okay as long as we don't get Eugened. Famous last words.
Well, just don't get Eugened.
Look, I'm not the boss of getting Eugened or not.
I mean,
that's
he
a
was
good
in a real
sign.
good spot to cast Eugene last turn, and he didn't, so...
Yeah. Eugene would have been devastating.
That's actually not even true, because we were sitting on a fight to company last turn, but... So, if he has a way to blow up the world, he probably would have...
No, if it's O-Stone... Does that do anything?
Nope, sure doesn't.
Also, isn't that the wrong thing to kill? You should kill the canopy. Also, isn't our opponent dead on board?
Yep, all of these things are accurate.
Woo!
We're great and smart, and our opponent should feel bad for something, probably. I don't know.
I believe our opponent was Canadian.
How are we concluding that?
I concluded with that because now I remembered he was on the original East-West Bowl.
Yeah, I recognize that name from.
Yes, that I didn't just say it out of nowhere. Now I remember. No, because only one creature had reach, and we had over lethal through the World Breaker. Orm 67.
Also, that thing was not green.
It was technically colorless.
Let's get it right.
Ooh, now I know Tinak's real name. Because PayPal tells you when they donate.
Man, creepy. Remind me to never donate to anybody ever.
Ooh, Todd's probably streaming this. Probably some, I don't know, awful deck.
Probably a mirror.
Oh, I hope not. Canadian Thresh? I hope not. Oh, this will be a good old-fashioned streamer battle where neither of us are going to snipe the other person. Shroud, don't you dare go snipe.
Why
Don't.
would what do I look like that kind of dude? Come on.
I don't know, buddy.
I know. I have advocated for the snipers before, but that doesn't mean I do it myself. Unless I get really.
You know, Judges Familiar has won a lot of Pro Tours. I'd like to point that out.
Judges Familiar. I don't think Mausoleum Wanderer has won any Pro Tours.
Nope, it has not. It tried pretty hard though. In the last Pro Tour, in the modern seat. What the hell? Okay.
Well, we don't care about that.
No, we don't. I think I'm going to play my 2-1 for 2 and attempt to attack my opponent.
Good plan.
Yeah. Mono Blue Devotion, never. What do I want?
This deck seems super forgiving color-wise, so I don't think it matters that much. So I think...
I'm supposed to get green, white, I think.
Alright.
But I don't think it actually matters.
Yeah, I'm not sure it matters at all, but...
This card is surprisingly good. Like...
I mean,
it was always close to being playable in Standard.
Big fan of attacking for 2.
I hope we draw a land.
What we said was he's probably playing Mirror, by the way. So
no, Eldrazi. Oh, our opponent probably has fucking 3/2 for 3 asshole. Wasteland Strangler. Yeah, our opponent almost only has Wasteland Strangler.
All right, that's not very good against Geist of St. Drafts. So
yeah, agreed. I'm going to attempt to put him in the graveyard by attacking my opponent for the maximum.
We're going to attempt to put our opponent in the graveyard?
Wow, that is a sick play, Max.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Alright, yeah, I was right. I love being right. So, did you know that this plus Rest in Peace works the way they wanted to? I should have sacked in response, but that's okay.
Doesn't matter in the slightest.
Correct. Doesn't matter in the slightest. Land?
Nope.
So, I have options now.
Yeah, you do.
I think I'm going to leave up Spellcore because I can get Caverned Eldrazi.
Yeah, alright. I mean, are we just going to attack with this Wanderer for 1 then?
Yeah, I'm just going to attack for 1.
Jesus, that's... Well, for one thing, that is like, comically transparent, so... But we're kind of priced into it, so fuck it, let's do it.
The problem is if I play Captain, like, that's not even a good attack for the Geist either, right?
No.
Yeah. I think this is actually correct.
The proactive line would have been Path his guy, attack for 8, or I guess it's 7. Attack for 7, and then next turn...
Oh, actually that is probably way better. Oh, well.
Yeah.
Ah, well.
Yeah, you can 7 him next turn.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Nope. I should have used my mana inefficiently to get through 7 points of damage.
Yep.
Because that is actually a good exchange. That I don't care about. Thought Knot? Come on, please just be Thought Knot.
This should work out fine, though.
I'm going to just cast my Core no matter what.
I like it.
People love to try to just leave this up forever.
Oh
no! No, it's the counter. No!
What is this? What is?
It's like Spellcore. I just realized that was actually probably going to happen. Oh well.
Gas. I'm not even mad.
I'm mad.
I'm a little bit mad.
Actually, this worked out pretty well for us.
Did it?
Yeah, I'm going to play Spirit, then Path his Nullifier, attack with both. Right?
Sure. And then, what, are we using the Spirit to get the damage through then?
Yeah, if he blocks. I think that's fine.
Sounds good.
This is actually pretty good for us.
Yeah.
Spirits play Cavern, not the Bant version, the blue-white version does. probably should have made your play that you wanted. Okay. This is fine.
Yeah. This keeps us from killing him, but whatever.
What?
Man.
Was there a spell core? Okay, nice.
So any lord kills him, so we should just go digging.
Yep. Those are not lords. What happens if I attack with both? That's 6 damage?
Yep.
I think I'm still supposed to attack him with both. Well, actually...
I mean, if we hit him, if we attack him with just the Wanderer, that gets him to 4, and then it's,
But
like
then
the
they'll put
Angel's
the
lethal
Clover
next
in
turn?
next turn, right? Off the Ashiok?
Oh. Well...
Hmm.
So, like, alright, so your line would be attack with both, he goes to 1. Next turn, we have 2 lethal flyers in the air, and he can only produce 1 flyer off the Ashiok?
Yeah, I think that's probably correct.
Yep, I like it.
It was worth thinking about, obviously. I just have to hope there's no other Wasteland Strangler.
You could also have another one of those countery thingers.
Yeah. I'm not going to play around anything. I've decided this.
I decided that years ago.
I decided it because it's just wrong.
No, yeah, yes. there's you gain nothing from giving him turns. So.
Right. I will accept 4 damage. Maybe I'll just draw a Company or Spellcore, and it'll be so much safer. Okay, well, our opponent has given up the goose. They cannot have that thing anymore. Alright, attempt to murder.
Yep, I would still not play around with anything.
Nope. It looks like he didn't have anything. Because I think he actually should have bluffed the 2/3 flying guy instead of playing the Thought Knot.
Yep.
But
I agree.
I was not going to play around it anyways, but it was worth thinking about. Our opponent's deck is a rogue deck, I think.
Obviously, the people in his chat were like, your opponents have declared that they're not going to play around anything, and they sound really proud of it, so there's no reason to bluff.
I
That's
think...
what happened.
What do we even do? Like, our deck is kind of good already, right?
Yeah, I like everything that we've got going on.
I think we
already.
actually do not touch our deck. That is what I believe.
None of these sideboard cards look exciting to me. So.
Nah, I think Worship is medium. Dahlia doesn't
Will is
size
probably
well.
okay, actually.
I don't think Worship is good versus the deck that literally has Ashiok. Yo, so easy.
What now? Oh, yeah.
If we play Worship and they play Ashiok, we're actually
Worship
like...
does not sound good.
No thanks. I'm not interested. I think I just want to assemble a bunch of lords and try to kill them.
Yep. Like I said, I might consider Unified Will, but...
Nah, they showed us Cavern as well, right? Like...
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to stand pat like this.
Alright.
Geist is not great, but it does hit hard. I don't know how many creatures their deck actually has.
Yeah, there's a lot of mischief that could be going on over there.
But in any case, I just want to... I think the core deck lines up well versus their deck, so there's no reason to change anything, is my opinion. Like, what, do you want Unified Will in over Geist? Probably not. Do you want Dahlia in? And I don't want Worship because of the Ashiok thing.
God Awful is pretty strong.
I think it's not great, but it's passable.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine.
That was like an entertaining game where like we just played all of our stuff and our opponent died.
We'd have like 8 artifacts you can stone him.
I'm not gonna bother. This hand's pretty good actually.
Sure.
I'm going to. Alright. Well, I'm not gonna crack a fetch because I'm trying to avoid putting stuff in the graveyard so they can't Strangler. So I'm actually gonna take 1 to play my Hierarch.
Yep.
Do you agree with that?
Until like I was a little skeptical of it until we drew that Hallowed Fountain. But like now that we can make it to 3 mana without putting something in the graveyard, well, so much for that.
Okay. Well, now I'm going to start playing my fetches out because it's going to be impossible to avoid doing. Doing that. That's so sad. That is really, really sad. Do you
Sounds
agree?
got a number.
I'm going to play a tap fountain this turn, actually.
Okay, I don't understand the logic there. I would have just fetched a forest, but
What the heck? Why are there ops in our tribal deck? I don't know. I really don't know what's going on anymore.
that seems super questionable to me.
Okay.
Those cards, it has to be things in our exile, right? You can't like
Yeah.
exile his own
However,
stuff.
I'm going to play this more on Haunt and say go. If they pop the relic, I don't know what I would do.
Like what? I don't understand what you would do in response to it. Anyway.
I could make a spirit, right?
Oh. Yeah, I guess so.
But I think I'm not going to do that. Because I think if they play a Seer, I would rather Spellcaller it.
Yep.
Whose deck is it? Todd Stevens' deck. Yeah, I mean, I knew this was Todd. That I don't really care about, I think. It is kind of funny that, like, by using this, all of their Stranglers are going to be online, but that's okay.
The Stranglers are all going to be online anyway.
I know. This was a shell that people really loved before Oath of the Gatewatch came out. There were like black control Eldrazi decks, essentially.
Yeah, before that Pro Tour,
Yeah.
everyone thought this was what an Eldrazi deck looked like, and they're like, well, that deck's not that good. We can probably beat that.
No, the better version of that was just kill your opponent.
Yeah.
So I want to get... Doesn't really matter.
I think we're going to fetch a Plains this turn, so
Okay, so I would rather fetch it off the Strand, I guess.
probably.
I think if nothing happens, I'm just going to path the Strangler EOT.
Yes.
It actually feels like we're pretty far ahead somehow, which is like weird.
Yeah, I don't agree with that assessment, but I don't feel like we're behind, so maybe that's
Well, I
kind
mean,
of
the
the
thing
same
is-
as not as being it.
Yes, I remember Laporte top 8 with the control version, but the control version was just... I think it was actually a dog to the other version. Doge. Yes, we're ahead because their deck doesn't do anything. That is a good point, McCullough. Classic Matt McCulloughs. Classic. Oh man,
We've probably turned on all of his 6-drops, so that's awkward.
I mean, do I even care how many 6-drop? I guess they probably have a Bliggin Solar.
I don't know. Who knows?
I'm
I would
gonna-
probably...
I'm getting Breeding Pool. Yeah.
All right, so,
Or actually, I could get Temple Garden, I guess, right?
I don't know. We'll eventually want 2 blue sources, probably.
Alright, I'm gonna get Breeding Pool then.
Breeding pool makes sense.
Do I cycle this Canopy? Probably not yet, right? It's kind of close, actually.
Yeah, I probably would.
Okay. Todd Stevens could have anything, that's true. Alright. Okay, so what is the exact text on this card? All
I think it's a
mobs
cast trigger.
nullifier.
So if I recall correctly, it is a cast trigger. So there's that.
No, it's not.
It's not. Wow. Okay.
So I think the rare ones are cast triggers.
Weird.
Actually, it's not like... There's not actually a rhyme or reason to it, if I recall correctly. It's just kind of all over the place.
Good.
So,
right.
what do you want to do now? Like...
you would ask.
Yes, I would ask.
Well...
This is actually kind of weird, right?
Super weird. I kind of want to just attack for one.
Alright, I'm going to attack for one, say go.
Yeah.
And if they counter my thing with the nullifier, that's okay.
Yeah.
Like, I'm obviously going to play it end step, because I think we can't afford to leave up 3 for the entire game. That footage, buddy. Alright. Deploy. Deploy 2-3 flash. You can put your 2-3 flash. I'm okay with it. Okay.
This card's probably great.
For some definition of great, I suppose. Do I just get Temple Garden and path this guy?
Yeah, that seems reasonable. Although I might get planes instead. I'll probably get planes instead.
Okay.
Where we don't really have a ton of life to play with. Got us.
Okay. I guess it actually makes sense for them to have, right?
Yeah. Now I think we make 2 phantoms and attack for 3.
Like it. Only issue with this is that we're kind of soft to a removal spell at some point, breaking up one of our phantasms.
Yeah.
Like, push gets to kill this no matter what.
Well, he had no colored mana like that turn, so I felt safe.
Yeah.
Doing
but now,
it right here.
Now the question is, what are we going to do, right?
Well, now we're going to draw a good spell.
I hope so.
And that will guide us in what we should do.
Yes, they have Dispel Inverse, presumably for Coco. Speaking of which...
yeah. And the way he's played this game makes it seem like sort of likely that he has other stuff.
The thing is, I kind of don't want him to empty his hand so he can start using the Seagate Wreckage. So am I supposed to just say go? Or am I supposed to just play the Selfless Spirit? I think I'm going to play the Spirit, actually.
Really? Alright.
Yeah. Okay. Now... I'm going to attack with these 2. Actually, I guess I could attack with this. Well,
I don't know what the fuck could be in his hand. He may just have a bunch of dispels.
Alright, fuck it. We call.
Yeah, like, I mean, if he has removal, that's fine. Like, right. Sure, got us.
That kind of sucks, but whatever. We can at least convert it into a spirit token, so it's not the end of the world. It's not great for us, but
yeah, like
I would guess there's another Dispel in our opponent's hand based on how this game played out.
yeah.
That's a waste of a card. You love my terrible puns.
No attacks.
I mean, we could just trade, right?
Yeah, but isn't he okay with that? I don't know. I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I guess that makes sense for him. So sure.
Going to attack with just Selfless Spirit, I think, and offer the trade.
I would attack with everything.
What's the reason behind attacking with this? Doesn't he just block there?
Yeah, but then he doesn't block anything else.
Okay, so we're trading.
You know, we're trading this for 4 damage. Doesn't that seem reasonable?
Okay, yeah, you're right. Okay, I think his hand is Dispel and something.
Yeah, that would make sense. I mean, we should still collect a company on his end step, right? Like, there's
Yeah,
no reason.
I think now we should force the issue, right?
That would make sense.
I expect to Dispel here.
Very likely.
Is it a nullifier? Doesn't that only counter creature spells?
Nope.
Oh, wow. This card is really good, actually. Okay. That actually makes sense for going to have 2, right?
Yeah, we didn't give him a chance to use it before, so.
I'm going to cycle main phase.
Uh-huh.
Oh, boy.
Excellent card.
I guess we have to say go now.
Yeah, yes.
This is a matchup where Cavern of Souls would be insane versus our opponent, I think, actually. Because it gets around all this bullshit. Actually, I should have played the Vial last turn. I'm regretting this decision now.
Yeah. I mean, we don't have a good attack even with our Noble Hierarch, right? So.
Right.
We may as well just sit on it for a turn.
I'm gonna just play the Vial and see if he counters it. I see. That's okay. So his hand is just like all counter spells in a post-board game, apparently. Delay might be spicy, but it doesn't actually seem good.
Yeah.
Like, why is this card better than like?
He may not have a very high creature count, so it's basically like his version of Unified Will, that it's less likely to be randomly turned off. I stacked our deck. When did I do that?
Alright. Well, now he's hellbent for the Seagate Wreckage, which is not ideal for us. Maybe I wasn't even supposed to play that last card, but I don't know. Delay is a cheap dissolve. Okay. You can
Joke's
see
on you, sucker.
Well, I believe we are the sucker here.
Just for having not good cards in our hand. Woo!
I'm going to sack in response. Because now I can block if they attack.
Yep. You could block anyway, but sure.
Yeah, but there's no reason not to.
Yep.
Ooh. Alright. He doesn't have enough to... I think we need to kill that one because we're at 8.
Alright. Sounds good.
Coco? Or not Coco, but that's okay. That is true. Counters are not a good combo with Seagate Wreckage because they tend to rot in your hand. But in this sort of scenario, they're actually pretty good because I'm kind of forced to play into all of them, right?
I mean, we could have sat on cards over the last couple of turns. It might have worked out a little better. Like these random bad, like the vial we drew late and stuff like that.
That's hilarious.
Oh, man.
I remember this card too. Oh, that actually makes sense. That's why he's playing delay. Never mind. Yeah, I'm an idiot. There's nothing left to fetch in my deck, right?
I don't know. I asked her about that earlier, and you never answered, so
Hold on.
couldn't tell you.
Does this? Oh no, this is when you cast. Yeah, that's bullshit. I want to make
So,
3 scions.
So, if we copy our lord and then attack,
Oh yeah, that's actually good. It forces a block, right?
yeah.
Okay. I kind of wanted to make some scions, but actually that's probably worse than just. All right, I have 1 fetchable land left. I guess I am supposed to play it.
I mean, the life point probably matters, so we probably shouldn't use it regardless. But
All right, time for him to brick. Brick. Brick
city bitch, brick city bitch.
brick. Yeah, if I had never cast the Coco, his hand would have done nothing. Do I block?
Well, I don't see why you would.
Isn't the reason to block 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? I guess he has lethal next turn if I try to push in and he has a removal spell.
Yeah.
So I should actually block now, right? No, but it will still be lethal, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
So if he what Noble Hierarch can do is if he plays another flyer, it lets you make the same attack he just made.
Okay, sure. So
Okay,
I'm not supposed to block then.
I didn't actually follow through with. Let's see if we'll be able to do that because we'll not be dead on board. So I was not doing the math about
Well,
that.
I'm not playing around anything now.
I agree. Playing around things is loose. Nope, he has a thing.
Okay, that kills us, right?
Yeah.
Alright, maybe he won't attack. Alright, so for the next game...
Damn.
That's a lot of those. I think... Do I want Stony? No. Because the card it literally hits is Rope of Virginis.
I mean, would you board out your Vials? Vials is pretty good.
I'm not going to side out Vial versus the deck that literally showed me 1,000 counterspells like this.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I have no interest in...
I think if we're on the play, we're a heavy favorite in this matchup, actually. Okay. Geist is a little bit worse, but I think it's still good. Like, good enough to play.
Yeah,
I think
none
I'm
of the
still
cards in our sideboard actually do anything. So, like, I don't love Geist, but I don't want any of these other cards. So,
Well, the problem is if I buy time and play Warship versus the deck that has Wasteland Strangler, Recursion, and shit like that, is that even good? I don't think I want to fight that battle, so I'm not going to side it in.
yeah, I've got no interest at all in Worship.
I think I just want to try to tempo him on the play.
Does this count as tempoing?
I think I was supposed to keep, but it's not like the most
Yeah.
insane.
I would keep this hand, but
Yeah, Warship sucks, just kill him. That is how I feel. I'm going to play Tap Temple Garden.
yeah.
And next turn I'm going to play probably Botanical Sanctum, then Botanical Sanctum.
I would strike the probably from that sentence.
That's what I want.
Jarvis, draw spells.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Man, that Eldrazi decks are so much better when they draw this card.
Child.
Do you want to play Geist or Drogskull?
Get that Geist into play. Why would we want Drugstore?
Trees have no creatures.
I mean, this is cool because like now he's priced into playing a creature if he has it.
And then we can play
So we
our...
can resolve Collective Company in this window, which is awesome. Unless the card creature he plays is Thought-Knot Seer, which probably will be. So there's that.
This is why I was thinking about playing Drawskull instead. They have to take this card, I think. Maybe we'll all draw Path. So I still don't want to put anything in the graveyard. Or no, we have
There's
to
already,
yeah.
It really doesn't matter.
Maybe we were supposed to mulligan our hand. I don't think so, though.
I mean, it was like not an exciting hand, but I am skeptical that you're supposed to aggressively mulligan with this deck. This deck doesn't. This feels like the kind of like slightly mid-rangey deck that you can't just do that with.
No. That sucks.
This blows.
I think we are so dead this game. I needed that company. Alright, so now that they have infinite food for their thing, I don't care.
So, like, if we play Drugstore Captain on turn 3 instead, what happens? He probably, like, Wasteland Strangles it, and then... Well, no, he couldn't.
Exactly. That's why I think that was probably the mistake.
Yeah.
That's actually what my gut was telling me to do.
Why'd you listen to me?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Yep, never do that.
This attack seems horrendous.
Yep, never do that either.
Yeah, this card... Obviously, when you get into a scenario like this, it looks bad, but... Maybe that's how the matchup plays out, though. I mean, I don't want to play anymore, really, but I guess I'll keep going. I don't think this game's going to last too much longer, is the actual answer.
No.
I believe the way we're going to win is I have to block here. I have to draw a path for the Thought-Knot Seer.
Why do you have to block? You can just attack instead. I mean, it trades either way, but it does 4 damage.
But I think my life total matters more.
Okay, if you say so.
Yeah, I think my life total matters. Yeah, I should have played the captain first. I'm never listening to you again. Ever.
Good. Perfect. Finally, some peace and quiet. Jarvis, stop asking me.
Oh, also, yeah, if I attack, doesn't he just take the damage and then attack me for...
Well, he might, then we lose, but we're losing anyway. I don't know, man. I'm
no,
just trying
but
to maximize...
I don't see how attacking is correct there.
I feel like in a deck like this, like, the way you win games is by just, like, randomly having, like, lethal 1 and 2 turn clocks out of nowhere that your opponents aren't really, like, thinking about.
But the problem is our hand does not dictate that, right?
That's true. But like, we were already drawing up, like, the way we win is if we draw this, in that order, so, like...
I don't understand these ops. I've decided that, though.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't make any sense. I agree.
The rest of the deck is fairly coherent, though. I'm not shamelessly plagiarizing it. I admitted it was correct. Are we going to draw more lands? There's not many lands left for us to draw.
Sweet. I think we can back it up now.
I literally could not win this game most of the time, I think, even if I had played Captain on 3. Maybe, actually, I could have. If I won Captain Geist. I don't know.
Like he would have had to. I don't know if he has any way to exile a card. Yeah, that seems really difficult. Like he has to Thought Knot there. Honestly, he probably Thought Knots the other captain at that point, right? Rather than just let us get 2 captains into play.
Does he have Doctor Owner? Oh no, he's Smasher. Okay. I feel like we didn't draw great that match.
No, we didn't. That's all right.
Our hand was a little bit slow, but I think it was a keep.
Yep, I sign off on the keep. Not that you care what I say, but whatever. It feels like this deck is probably prone to flooding, for what it's worth.
Yeah, that's why there's only 21 lands.
Yeah, but
we
also
only
have 4 Hierarchs and Vials, which are kind of floody cards to draw past turn like 3. So, I don't know. I think you kind of have to assume that's going to happen more often than normal.
Fine.
But yeah, I still.
I think Bant Spirits is fine, McCall. I don't know what you're talking about. That's like oddly aggressive. Although McCall is an aggressive fellow at heart.
I was going to say that's just not being on brand is all that is. I don't think he knows what he's talking about.
Our opponent is named Get There.
Well, let's make sure he doesn't.
We're playing Bant Spirits, and I'm getting a mulligan in my hand. Chaos.
Sure.
Alright, this is an interesting question. What do you do with that?
I would like to cast this guy's Snake Draft, so I'm going to put it on top.
Delver Guy plays Storm? That doesn't seem on brand, in my opinion.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
Street
a lot of instants and sorceries in Storm, so your Delvers are going to flip a lot, so that's probably pretty good.
Yeah, but I just don't understand being named Delver Guy if you're just going to register Storm.
Maybe he famously is the guy that plays Delvers in his Storm deck.
Yes, I think that is a huge upside to Spirits. You get to play with a real sideboard.
Yes.
Human sideboard is god-awful.
Would you believe that I have definitely registered 4 of the card Delver of Secrets in my Storm 75?
Yes, 100% believe that. What?
Just play a fetch land. Why would you play this?
Yeah, I'm gonna play this one. Delver Guy because of Legacy, Rug Delver, and Void Delver. There are 28 creatures, McCullough. I am somewhat skeptical that Aether Vial being in the deck, rather.
Yeah, I feel like most of the Bant lists I've seen have not had Aether Vial. But I may be wrong about that.
Ostrowski top 8 the GPU in this list is what we're doing.
Oh, alright.
How many of them are... Well, you can click the deck list and find out and decide for yourself, McCullough.
Is that one of those things where, like, people assume that the list is probably good because, like, Strosky's a powerful wizard? But
I don't know, man.
It may actually be that, like, he only top 8'd because he's a powerful wizard.
I'm not sure which direction it goes, you know?
Yeah.
Everything's not turning up. No house. So the question is, what do we do this turn?
Yeah.
I'm not inclined to try to block this thing. I think that is just awful.
Yeah, that, like, he's gonna have removal, so there's no point. I mean, we probably just take our licks and sit on this rattle chain.
Alright. Can we Coco into a Delver and Electromancer?
I've never tried that. I will admit, I did not try that.
It sounds sweet, actually.
Yeah, I don't hate it.
gonna play Rattle Chains in response. Because my curve will be awful otherwise.
Yep.
Nice. Alright. Serious question is, if he attacks, do we block? I would guess no.
I'm leaning no, yeah.
But it is like actually an interesting question, I think. You know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he needs instant in the graveyard.
Yeah, but how is he going to get instant?
Yeah, there's not really a good way to do that.
I mean, I guess you could play like Opt or something like that, right? The Geist goes, the Geisty boy. Oh, well, we're never blocking.
I vote we don't block.
You don't say.
Me with the smart reads.
I wonder when. No, you have to use this ball before damage, right? Yeah, giving up two damage is not worth it. I wonder if we're just dead. It kind of feels like we're not in good shape.
I agree.
I guess it depends on what happens this turn.
I mean, he's 12, so.
Yeah, but the real question is, what happens if he just plays 2 shadows? Like, do we even want to attack?
Yeah, probably.
I think probably, but it is awkward, right?
Yes.
I want that Geist back. I want it back.
2 shadows, a lot of shadows.
He's deep in the tank. Deep in the tank. I haven't seen that much Shadow lately. It feels like it's kind of fallen off. Even though it has some really good matchups, but I don't think its blue-white matchup is very good. Is a real problem.
Yeah, it's bad against humans, right?
I think it's even. Oh, not even. It's slightly unfavored. Which stock should you invest in? I don't know. We ain't day traders over here.
Yeah, I got nothing.
We're storm traders over here.
I'm not sure I've ever traded a storm deck.
You don't have to trade it. You just play it, and then people trade into it.
All right, sure.
Trades.
Did I ever tell you about the time that I lost in like the 2 and 6 bracket of a Pro Tour, and my opponent asked if I wanted to trade afterwards?
No, tell the story.
That's the story. That's how it happened.
Wow, that's not a great story at all. That was actually horrible.
My bad. I've told the story in a much more embellished fashion, but I don't feel like it right now. It takes too much out of me. I guess it was the 2 and 5 bracket. I fell to 2 and 6. My victorious opponent finished the day at 3 and 5.
I will tell a story since we're waiting for our opponent. Pro Tour Dominaria. I'm in the 1 and 4 bracket, or 0 and 4 bracket, so I'm not dead yet.
Mm-hmm.
So my opponent is playing Mono Black Masterminds Acquisition. I'm playing Mono Red Splash Black because that was the deck that was most commonly played at that PG. You know, like Chain Wars, Disintegrations, and whatever.
Yep.
And he doesn't do anything for his... On turn 2, he plays like an Argos Bloodfast. On turn 3, he doesn't do anything. Turn 4, he plays Masterminds Acquisition, takes out his sideboard, because that's the mode he's choosing, and it's not sleeved. So, like, that's kind of weird. I'm like, okay. But after that, he just, like, resolves his spell. I untap, draw lethal, and attack him. And he's like, oh, I guess I should have sleeved my sideboard at that moment. I'm like, yeah, probably. And then the second game goes similarly, he dies. But I'm just like, it's kind of confusing that his sideboard was not sleeved. No, he did not sleeve. He did not end up sleeving it whatsoever. So well, I don't know what was going on.
I didn't really follow that story, I don't think.
There was not much to the story except my opponent's sideboard was not sleeved.
Just didn't have a sleeve sideboard.
Yeah.
Isn't that like I mean, we're just gonna play Mausoleum Wanderer and copy one of our flyers and attack, right? So there's not much to think about this turn. Isn't there?
He
a good
did have an
argument
unsweep
for
card
doing
in
that
his
so
hand.
that you always remember to like return the acquisition to your main deck.
It just goes in your graveyard. It doesn't get exiled, right?
Oh, for real? I didn't know that. Okay. Well,
Yeah, I didn't call a judge or anything. I wasn't actually sure, but maybe I should have. Yeah, it doesn't actually exile itself, which is kind of weird. Which one do you think I image?
Probably. So, like, let's say we get to hit him for 2 this turn. Next turn we have. There's no way for it to be.
No, you would have to draw.
No, there is. We can if we draw a 2-mana Lord, then it would be lethal with Mausoleum Wanderer.
So I should make.
I think it would be lethal with Rattle Chains too. So it doesn't really matter that much.
All right, I'm gonna make Rattle Chains then.
Okay, sounds good.
I should have targeted my Rattle Chains, but whatever.
Yep, sure should have, but whatever. But whatever is right.
It didn't even mattress. Have you seen that meme?
No.
It's very nihilistic. Basically, it doesn't even matter. But imagine that written on a mattress. But it says it doesn't even mattress.
All right, sounds good.
You don't sound convinced.
No, I'm not at all. I was like fucking kids these days, coming up with stupid shit.
What? You're a fucking kid this day.
Well, at heart, yes.
And in reality.
Well, you say so, man.
I do say so, actually.
I'm like a year younger than you, right? So like I'm perpetually like a dag-nabbit kid in your
head. Dag-nabbit, yeah. I'm like, get off my lawn, you kid. Dude, you're 3 years younger. Get off my lawn, you kid.
3 years, really?
Yes. Get off my lawn.
I didn't realize that. Damn, you're old.
Shut up.
Old as hell.
Oh, I don't really care about that whatsoever.
Nope.
They're gonna minus, and I'm gonna sacrifice. Probably Mausoleum Wanderer,
right? So let's say we did draw the Lord, right? It would be 5 plus 9. Yeah, it's not lethal either way if we sacrifice a creature. So
I could sacrifice the Rattle Chains, I guess.
Yeah, I would sacrifice the Phantom creature. That would make the most sense.
Yeah. Alright, so our opponent doesn't actually appear to be... That was actually kind of nice. So I think I'm actually... Let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4... Sorry, I could attack for 5, right? If I make 2 Selfless Spirits?
Yes.
And then they would be dead the next turn, barring something weird?
Yep, I would do that. You can empty your hand, too, so you can just ignore Liliana.
That, I think, is a good plan. So the plan is to make 2 Selfless Spirits, right?
Yes.
Get there, take 5. This has been a weird game. I wonder if I'm actually favored versus deck.
I would assume not, but I don't know.
I mean, this game looks okay.
It does seem like our opponent has done a whole bunch of nothing. It was also sat with 4 cards in hand like the entire game, so.
They're probably like thought seizes and no, actually that doesn't even make sense, right?
Yeah, we've
They're
had
probably like street wraiths or some shit. Street wraith would make sense, right?
That would fit. It'd be pretty sweet if it was like Become Events.
3 Overgrown Tombs, 1 Watery Grave. I don't know, man. This is all confusing to me.
Yep.
Nice. Okay. I don't think this is a matchup for Warship again.
Nope.
I think this is a matchup for another. Well,
I mean, I'm fine with the two we have, but I'm not like in love with Geist here. I don't know, man. Okay, it just feels like these are matchups where our main deck is good and we shouldn't fuck with it. I mean, Rest in Peace is alright, I guess, but...
I'm going to side out Vile for Rest in Peace.
Okay, sounds good.
Well, how do we know that he's 4-color, right? It just looked like Sultai.
Yeah, he also... He used fetch lands at some point in that game,
yes.
didn't he?
Yeah. I believe our opponent's just Sultai stuff.
We didn't see a blue card either, right? So.
We saw Snapcaster. He traversed for it.
Oh, okay.
But we
for real? So he had Snapcaster in his hand that whole game?
Yeah, but it didn't do anything.
Did he not have a target?
He could have Snapcastered Traverse Luvenwald. But, like, what does that do?
You can go get another Snapcaster, and then he has a Goblin Piker in play. That doesn't seem terrible.
It is possible, but I think it's unlikely.
I don't think it changes how we board anyway.
So. No, I think Rest in Peace looks good, given what we saw, right?
Yeah, good-ish. I don't know. I'm not even, like, hammered with Rest in Peace, but...
I'm just going to side out Aether Vial, because I think versus the decks with discard, Aether Vial is worse anyways.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really enamored with Aether Vial in this deck, for what it's worth.
I agree.
It seems like if you put this as like 1 Birds of Paradise and 2 more like real creatures.
The stock list is just it has 4 Rattle Chains instead of these Aether Vials, right?
Does it actually have 4 Rattle Chains?
I'm asking, but like I don't really.
Well, we can find by Googling. I'm also going to keep this hand.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. It has 4 Rattle Chains.
Alright.
And
it just seems like my opponents play a lot of Rattle Chains.
And they have 22 lands.
Okay.
Discard?
It's significantly different meta than friendly. I've never played a friendly league, so I don't have a clue, dude.
I've never played a friendly league either, so I have no idea. So, like, Hooglin says there's no difference, and I'm inclined to believe him because I've never touched a friendly league in my life.
Sure. Yeah.
So I'm just gonna. There's 3 Aether Vials, 4 companies, 4 paths, 28 creatures, 21 lands. All of the creatures are hittable off company. If you would want to link this list, I would appreciate seeing it. But that was pretty good. I think I'm just gonna get Forest.
I agree with it.
This was a good draw, assuming my stuff doesn't die.
What are the odds of that?
Pretty high, actually, I think.
He's at 9. 9 life.
Uh-oh. Do you want to play Rip, or do you want to path this guy?
I
kind of want to play...
I mean, we could use our mana better by...
Ripping.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to play Rip. I'm not sure, though.
Let's Rip.
I'm not sure.
I feel like as long as we
also,
have
why didn't our opponent traverse for a Shadow last game? Instead of Snapcaster.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, like, that's why I thought they didn't have Shadow in their deck, right?
Yeah, I mean...
Feingersh, you are right. I could image their Shadow. That does not strike me as where I want to go this game.
Part of my motivation for ripping this turn was so that we could... so that he would have more turns thinking that he has a Death Shadow in place, so he would take more damage.
I think I'm going to image the Shadow and path his Shadow.
Is Image Shadow better than Supreme Phantom?
Maybe not. Actually, I'm going to lead with path then.
Yeah, we want to play around stubs.
Well, Stub would just counter it no matter what, so that doesn't actually make any
I just
sense.
realized that.
But
so as soon as it came out of my mouth, I was like, wait, never mind.
I just wanted to see what he would do, because if he did stub it, then I do want to image the shadow. That's the reason to do that. And the reason to image the shadow is my shadow would be bigger than his if we took another hit. Okay, that's fine. This is literally 2/2, try to stack my deck, which is a fine card. But yes, their deck could be great if they had Wasteland and Force of Will and Brainstorm. Those cards are probably too good for Modern, though.
Their deck could be great if they had Mox Diamond and Chalice of the Void and Leovold, or what is the card even called?
Leovold, Emissary of Trust, as opposed to Edric, Spymaster of Trust.
Dude, the Spymaster is so much better than the. Is he the Emissary to Trust or the Emissary from Trust?
Of Trust.
Well, that doesn't.
It's of Trust to a different thing, right?
Maybe.
All right, I'm going to deploy this.
Sounds good. Actually, that sounds bad. Why didn't we use our mana and play our 3-drop?
You're right. Damn it, Shroud! Why didn't you stop me?
I was told that you didn't care what I had to say, so I've just been saying sounds good to everything you do.
No respect. I'm blocking you every time.
I guess we would have we fogged his damage this way, so that's better probably. I don't know.
The card that punishes for this is Lilian the Last Hope. Oh, I guess that also happened. Okay, that's fine.
That's not the worst outcome.
Yeah, that's fine. I guess we let them attack us, right?
Yeah.
They're at 7 already? It seems like we haven't done anything.
Yeah, he fetch shocked himself for his first 2 lands. And then, or first 3 lands, and then he also cast a Dismember, so.
I really hope they draw a Tarmogoyf.
I mean, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, actually, the way this deck is configured, Rip is so good versus them, I think. They exiled those top 2, I think. No. Is that good? Woo!
Ooh, child.
That's probably good enough to win the game with.
I think we just get the
I'm going to get those. Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Alright. I mean, there's maybe an argument for getting Noble Hierarch as one of your creatures, just so you do more damage this turn, but
Opponent left the game. Wow, that was very easy, even though I think it should be not great for us.
Yeah, you would think. I mean, it's hard to say because I don't know what the fuck his deck was.
It was just Sultai Shadow, like mid-range Shadow.
Yeah, but I in my head, a Shadow deck should have a bunch of disruption. He didn't really have that much, so.
Well, they had a bunch of.
All right.
So we're playing against Mill deck, right?
Probably.
So I'm gonna lead with Vile and never crack this fetch.
I'm with it.
I think this deck is atrocious.
Yep. I lost to it once in my life.
Wow, I'm so smart that I figured out he was playing the Mill deck. That's not a good draw. I guess we could use it to potentially crack a Hedron Crab.
Yeah.
Which is not irrelevant. But
I mean, if he puts a guy in play, we should probably get rid of it. So. Interesting.
I mean, Noble Hierarch is actually good versus that, so
yeah,
that's actually fine. It's also good. I wonder if I'm actually supposed to cast it this turn.
I would.
Yeah. Actually, this gets around Ensnaring Bridge pretty well as well.
Yeah.
It hits for freaking 8 through a bridge if they have 2 or more cards in their hand.
Honestly, I would have cracked the fetch and attacked for 2 while we were at it.
Nah.
He has Field of Ruin anyway, so.
Yeah, but if we force him to field, that's so much better for us.
Is it?
I
It
think
seems
it
like it's
is.
about the same to me, but whatever.
Well, now that we have 2 colors up, I don't think we can really lose.
I agree.
I'm just gonna attack with both, I think, right?
Yeah.
Well,
It's the same amount of damage either way.
no,
actually.
but it's actually better to guarantee 2 more damage, right? Because if he kills that with the removal spell,
Yeah, sure.
yeah, this is actually better.
I mean, he could have like Snapcaster or something, but I don't know if these decks play Snapcaster. I've never seen one play Snapcaster.
They
Then again, I usually
hypothetically
kill them
could.
too fast to see what's in their deck. So
I think Storm is insanely good versus deck.
yeah. Well, after board, they'll have like sometimes they have like 4 surgical extraction or some shit like that.
So you try to empty them, right?
Yeah, I mean, you can. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah,
you can
I see what you're saying. It's actually not.
Let's just counter the shit and let's get our things in play.
Aether Vial looking really good here, actually. So they have 2 cards. So what's the max they could mill us for? I guess I don't even want to
I
let
would
them
not.
end.
Well, you want him to have 2 cards in his hand, so don't crack now.
All right, I'm leaving this on 3, obviously. How much better is the Bant version? I don't know. I think they have both have strengths and weaknesses. All right. This is a lot of damage, though.
Yep.
10. Do we Coco looking for lords? No, because that lets them.
I
Well,
hate that.
6,
So-
10. We would have to hit 2 lords for it to be lethal.
Yeah, but like right now we're 2 hits away from killing him with Noble Hierarch. So if we do like 1 Lord's extra damage, then like Phantasmal Image attack with Noble Hierarch is lethal next turn.
That's fair. So I think this is actually correct then.
Yep.
Well,
Kill him.
alright. Take lethal damage, buddy. Turn 5 kill with disruption is pretty good.
Got him.
Alright, that was good. I suspect I want this card, and I want this card.
Sounds right.
I think I'm gonna. Well, actually, is Vial that bad versus them? Path is
it's
not great, though.
Fine, but
Path is worse, I think.
yeah.
It only hits Crab, even though Crab is, like, technically a threat. Do I want the third Geist?
I think so.
Yeah, I'm gonna side out Vial then.
Yeah, sounds good.
This is such an easy card to side out in this deck. Because this mana base, like, can actually cast things without having Aether Vial. As
Yeah,
opposed to
Vial-
humans.
Vial seems super mediocre in this deck.
Humans
Super
has a
skeptical
huge
of it.
problem with casting their spells sometimes. Like, oh, 1 sec.
Damn. Jarvis has abandoned us. And he abandons us, so he misses this awesome hand too. That's a buzzkill. What does the blue-white version of this deck actually get? Like instead of having Noble Hierarch, you have 4 Vial, and then instead of having Collected Company, you have what? Just a couple of extra like random shitty spirits.
I have returned.
Welcome back, Connor.
This looks like a keep to me.
Yep, hand looks great.
Do you think our opponent will have time to activate the Shelldock Isle?
Probably. They'll probably activate it like next turn.
I don't think that's the
I think
case.
that's how this deck works.
I don't think that's how it works. But yeah, a friend of mine was dropping off some cards for me for the GP.
I would lean towards using our mana efficiently and putting the stroke skill captain into play.
I think I agree, but I think it's also close. Oh yeah, this is like the fake ancestral. I do enjoy this card though. Huh. Guess that makes sense. Right on time. Do you want it to just double Phantom?
So if we double Phantom, we hit for 4.
5.
Oh yeah, right. Oh, right. So 5, then 9 and 9.
No, 5, then 8 and 8, right? Because there's no longer Exalted.
Well, it'll be a 4/4 and 2 3/3s. So sorry, 5, then 10, then 10. So 3 turn clock. If we play one Supreme Phantom, we hit for 4, and the next turn we play the other Supreme Phantom and hit for 6, and then for 10. So it's the same clock either way. So let's just play one Supreme Phantom.
Okay.
Assuming I've done the math right, which I make no guarantees about.
I didn't do the math either, but it seems like I could also play Thalia this turn, which might actually be good enough.
But then you can't play Supreme Phantom and leave up Unified Will next turn. I don't think we
don't
care
actually
about
need
any
the
of his mill
Thalia.
effects. The only thing we care about would be like Ensnaring Bridge or something like that.
Or a Damnation or something similar.
Yeah. There's a very narrow
set of cards that we actually care about.
Correct.
Can I choose not to search?
Nope.
Nope. Sucks.
Got us.
Guess I'll get planes, right?
Sure. You can fail to find.
That's not good.
Yeah, I mean, like that's an option if you're worried about having cards in your deck. But
well,
we did not have a thing. What the hell?
We did not get Archive Trapped, which I was like 100% expecting, right?
Weird. I don't understand.
Yeah, it's 7 plus 10, so there's the same clock either way, right?
Yep.
I think we probably have won the game, unless if something weird happens. Which is definitely possible. They could have like Damnation plus like Pact of Negation or some BS, right?
That'd be pretty impressive.
And it's storming outside. This is a sign.
We play Storm after this?
I mean, we could, if you want to. I'm not like particularly enamored with the deck right now.
You declared that it was a sign, so I'm just following your lead, dude.
It's true. I did say it was a sign. You wanted to do that. I don't want you to do that. Oh, they have the Dispel?
Our opponent has our number.
Sucks.
Damn.
Alright. We got. Wish I'd played this Thalia earlier. This is like why I was sort of on the fence, but it's okay. Seems really good in their deck.
Damn. Nation.
I blame you for this. I wanted to play the Thalia, which would have been
enough. How would
playing
Thalia have helped us there?
It would have if we played it on the last turn instead of.
Oh, because we drew the land, we could have played. Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Yeah, we should have played Thalia.
Well, but then he would have just Damnation just the turn before, right?
No, it cost.
Basically, well, he didn't have double black, right? He had to do the thing to get the black source. So.
Right.
Yeah, alright. Crypt Incursion.
That seems bad for us.
Yeah, alright.
Well, maybe they don't have anything good. Now I'm gonna fetch and crack my thing because I don't think.
I'm with it. Yeah, I mean, we're out of useful things to cast, so we may as well.
I'm giving up the goose now, but it's okay.
Fuck the goose. The goose has brought us nothing but pain.
I think I just have to like do things and hope it's good enough, even though it's unlikely to be good enough. I think because of the search.
Sounds correct.
Oh, I see.
Well,
that's fine. That's actually fine.
This other stuff. Draw land.
Alright.
You.
I'm actually going to fetch now because they didn't have Archive Trap before, so it's really unlikely they'll have it now.
Agree.
And I think I'm just going to Coco during their upkeep. Yeah. Because if they have Dispel now, they can Dispel us, but that's okay. This was the one downside, though.
Well, that we don't get Dispel Quell in response to something?
I think that's okay, though.
Yeah, we'll be alright.
I think I just want to try to kill them. Okay. Looks like I'm not going to be tapping many more things this game except for creatures.
None of these dudes... Well, I guess the Thalia is sort of helpful.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of like...
I don't think we... for what it's worth, I think I would have not put the Thalia immediately into play.
I think
like, he has to have something in his hand, and he hasn't played like milieu cards ever, so it wouldn't surprise me if he has another sweeper in his hand.
So what? We have Selfless Spirit in play.
Alright, when you put it that way.
When I put it the way that is on board?
When you put it the way that it is, yes.
I mean... What the hell? Is this like off-center?
You drawing those cards.
Oh, he plays Eugenie's expertise? Okay. Well, I guess that is good to know about. Alright. I guess we can't attack with Thalia anymore. We're remarkably close to dying, aren't we?
Yeah, especially because he's gonna... So he can activate those two things no matter what, so let's go ahead and get this boy into play.
Agreed. If I die, I die. It doesn't even mattress. Before you ask, that is one of my favorite stupid memes.
I didn't have to ask.
You just knew.
You've already
I
said
think
it
hypothetically this should be a really good matchup for us.
Well, I mean, if he has a million sweepers post board, that's awkward.
I don't think it's even really that awkward, actually.
Is he gonna get us? I mean, maybe he bricked on his shell docks. Maybe he doesn't have sweet things.
It's possible.
Fatal push. Yeah, all right.
Is this better than a Selfless Spirit?
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's probably right. Alright, they have one card in hand. Guess I'll take up to 3.
We can like figure out if we have.
I could. So
Just count how many lords we have in the graveyard. That's really the only thing that matters.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4.
That's pretty good odds.
So no, hold on. If I cast it, what happens?
Then you cast it, you hit your 2 lords, and then you attack for 8, which doesn't really do anything. But it does mean we probably have lethal.
We're only going to mill for 4, so if I assume these are bad cards, it would actually be game-winning to do that. So I actually am supposed to do it, I think, right?
No, not this turn.
Oh, I can't cast it. We have Thalia. Never mind.
Oh, all right.
All right,
well.
this made... Yes.
Okay,
P-Mega, as usual, is correct.
Wait, why didn't you attack with your Thalia?
Oh shoot! It's an O2?
Yeah.
All right. That was a punt.
All right.
Exclamation point punt. Anyways, I think we lost when I didn't play Thalia the turn I wanted to because of you.
Yeah, I guess.
I blame you, Shroud.
If you
Don't
say
worry.
so.
I think we're gonna win game 3. Oh, Yo Hat, Gabe, thank you for the raid. Thalia Coco is great deck building. Not much. We're gonna lose this game to Mill, apparently.
Damn, look at all those emotes.
What are those emotes? A Gabby Viper, a Yo Hat Escod, a Yo Hat Sewer. Nice. I like those emotes.
You just put a hat on anything.
Yeah.
You need to get a thing like Gab has hats, man. Like some kind of just. Do you just put your face on anything? Is that how your emotes are gonna work?
Yes. I have a Snoopy dance.
Oh, that works.
I do love Snoopy.
I feel like that might be violating some like copyright laws, though.
No. I don't know if we can kill them.
Oh, we're boned. That's great.
Oh no. They're at 67 life. Do you think we can kill them before we mill out by attacking for 4 per turn?
Nope, I sure don't. I guess if we never... Well, let's try, damn it.
No.
Alright, that's not
had
actually.
enough. That's a little bit too loud. I could not cast Coco, even if I wanted to. Okay, well, I think we don't change anything. I think we just try to beat the crap out of them with our...
Here's a weird thought. Is Rest in Peace worth it? Because he has Crypt Incursion.
I think that's too cute.
And, I mean, yeah, but... I don't know. It's definitely cute, but... Do you have any cards in our main deck that are kind of mediocre?
Not... I mean, like, this is the one, but I think this is actually sort of okay. Right. Yo, Shredder Shanuvi, thanks for the follow. Victory for the win, 333. Thanks as well. And Iron Soul PT. I like that last username, actually. Iron Soul PT.
Yeah, I'm good with what we've got going on here.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, this matchup's probably fine. We just need to not...
Well, if we had played Thalia...
This is literally the same hand as last game, right?
Yeah, but that hand was great. I mean...
I agree.
What am I going to do, mulligan this hand? Hell no. Hell no. Also, we have a Selfless Spirit, which is actually good versus sweepers. So I guess I'm going to play Valia on 1? Or Valia on 1.
Yep.
I don't know. I think Aether Vial seems kind of confused in this deck, actually.
They seem weird and kind of bad, and we've been boarding them out a lot.
Yes. Although, a few times we boarded it out for Stony Silence, which is, like, kind of cool, because you don't really want to draw both of those at the same time, right?
Why are we using this fetch land for no reason when we have a perfectly good land drop that doesn't do it?
Yep. I think that conclusion makes sense. The real question is, do I actually want to play this here? I think I do. So.
Yes.
If it gets killed, I don't really care that much, honestly. I do want to draw a bunch of lords, though. Search or orb? If I did not play Aether Vial in this deck, I would play more... 1 Birds of Paradise and 1 more land and 1 more real creature, I think, is how I would do it. Alright, well, they're going to get to mill us for a bunch, but I think this is fine.
They're going to mill us for 3?
Yeah, that's a bunch.
That's a non-zero amount. I guess that is a bunch, technically. Look at that. We never have to crack fetch. We're great.
Yeah, but our clock is not that fast. That's the...
Well, it'll get faster once they play a spell and we quell it.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. Maybe we can mill them out. Seems hard, though.
Yeah, I'm not... I vote we try and kill them with damage. Deck needed more 1s.
Do I want to do this? I agree the deck needs more 1s,
He would only actually be increasing the clock by 1 point, so I would lean towards sitting on Spell Queller until he gives us a spell to quell.
That's fair. We do have a lot of counter magic. Alright, well, I'm going to quell.
Let us quell that spell. The deck definitely does need more ones. I'm on board with that. I'm just not sure that Aether Vial is like a good enough one.
Yeah, it kind of is like... I upped it to 3, I think that's correct. I think I'm going to just cast this, right? Because it does speed up our clock, and we still have Unified Will.
Yep.
It's going to suck if they have Dispel plus Bantu's Last Reckoning. Oh, no, it won't even suck that much, actually. Never mind.
I mean, yeah.
No, Selfless Spirit is the best answer to...
Yeah, this is the exact same situation as last game, except now we have a Selfless Spirit in addition to our Unified Will. So.
I'm not going to crack it, but I am going to play it. So that's okay. Ah, the Crypt Incursion. I wonder if we're going to die this game. I hope not, but you never know, right?
So, Crypt Incursion right now, we gain him 9 life. Man, that card's annoying. Murderous Cut, he says.
What happens if I Unified Will?
You get to attack for 7.
And it's 2 turns. If I don't, it's
next
3 turns.
I think you're supposed to Unified Will this.
Yeah, I think so, but I was just, checking the math. Okay. So now, would I rather have a Selfless Spirit or a Supreme Phantom? I think the answer is I'd rather
have a Selfless Spirit for sure.
Yeah.
So.
This is fine. Not fetching. Obviously. Alright. What is getting milled? Alright. Our island is gone. A bunch of not really relevant things are gone. Okay. Well, that sucks. I didn't really care what I milled, but I care about what I draw.
Right.
Murderous Cut is kind of cute with Mesmeric Orb, actually. I was just thinking that.
Yep. Big plays.
God damn it. This is so annoying.
Man, maybe we were supposed to just let the other thing slide. Alright, he's in a million.
Yeah. Alright, well, I'm gonna crack this. Okay. That's something, I guess. I hope he just draws a bunch of archive traps, actually. And does not draw a Field of Ruin. Okay.
Well, the bad news is he has 4 spells in his hand, so I don't really like our chances right now, to be honest.
We only have 17 cards left, too.
Hey.
I wonder if we punted this game somehow. I don't think we did, but...
I mean, the spot where we could have done things differently that felt like it would have mattered would have been letting the Murderous Cut go without contesting it. Because like later he Crypt Incursions, but he doesn't have mana, but he only has 3 lands. So if he Crypt Incursions, he can't protect it with Dispel.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. That's a pretty weird and specific thing to try and focus on.
UG or BG Infect? Huh? Oh, as a general rule, I think UG Infect is better. Well, I'm going to mill 8 cards.
Yep.
That's fine. Can I draw Coco into 2 Lords to kill him? Are there any Cocos left in my deck? There are not, so I cannot do that.
What happened to all our cards?
They're gone, man.
This is rough.
Does this do anything?
What happened to all our lords?
This is the worst part is I can't even vial it in to get a spell for. So I attack for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
So we have him on a 2-turn clock, and we're gonna get milled for 8 from his mesmeric fiends. So we're dead.
Well, so I have to just attack with this thing only, right? To try to buy turns.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. This is the correct play then.
Yep.
I think we're dead though.
I agree.
I think the Sheldock Isle is probably going to kill us. I'm not even going to cast that because that kills me. Is there any chance that they mill out?
No.
Look, it's better to be positive and hopeful rather than to be negative and not hopeful.
Sure.
Alright, fine.
Got us.
Alright, do you want to actually try this deck again, but to change the vials to other things?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I like this deck.
Yeah, it actually felt pretty good. Like,
we're gonna have to make actual decisions when we're sideboarding now that we don't have these vials to take out every game, though.
That is fair. All right. Do I actually own enough rattle chains? The answer is no. But that's okay. There's a paradise. I don't know how you feel about these Geist of St. Draft, but
they're fine. I feel like the people who are like saying we should cut them, we should board them out every time our opponent has a creature in a 75 are overreacting quite a lot.
I think we need another land though.
In addition to our bird?
Yeah, because...
I don't know, we were doing pretty good on land every game. I did not feel like we needed more land. I mean, obviously that's just like a random anecdotal thing, but...
Right. To the bot. To the bot.
If we need one drops, we should just play a bunch of Topplegeists.
I knew you would bring up something absurd like that.
Just gonna knock your candles over. Fuck your candles. That is our position.
Topplegeist is kind of nice, actually.
On ambient lighting.
Let's see how much these rattle chains cost. Do you want to guess?
Too much. I reserve the right to reinterpret. I don't think that counts as too much. I
don't think so either. I'm just gonna buy 4, or buy up to 4 now because.
Yeah.
I should update the deck list though. On the little thingy. That'll take 2 seconds. Yes, I want to replace that. Alright, let's go to the website where the things happen. Do you like my... Alright, that can go over here. That can be fixed real quick. I like how I just have the same sideboard because I think the sideboard is actually good. Do you agree with that?
Yep. Yeah, I have no complaints about the sideboard.
Alright, import cards from text. Save. I guess I should go check if the extension actually updated it because it's kind of goofy sometimes like that. Or maybe someone can tell me.
I guess I can just click on the thing and see what happens.
They only have 7 cards that matter?
It has... Yeah, it is updated correctly.
Nice. I am not sure that... Like, I think post-board they have a lot more than 7 cards that matter. Nah. Anyways, we'll try another week. I'm going to admit that probably things did not go correctly. I think we would have won game 2 if I played Thalia the way I wanted to. But that's okay. We're learning.
Yeah. Well, it only worked out that it would have been correct to play because we drew the land anyway, though.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Alright. This is what I signed up for. To keep hands like these.
Yep. On board.
Captain next turn. Hopefully draw land and just bury them. Okay, we're up against a Tron Wizard.
Well, this is a pretty good hand against Tron Wizardry, right? You just bowl them over. I guess we need to draw land to really do the proper bowling, but...
That's true. I should have actually gotten a blue source, I think. Should have gotten Howard Fountain.
Yeah, sort of. As long as you have this Noble Hierarch, I'm not sure that matters, but I guess...
but it could die at any moment. So, I was supposed to get a blue source. Although, I guess if it dies, we're stuck on 2 anyways, so...
Yep.
Maybe that it doesn't actually matter.
Yeah, I don't see how it does. Also, if it dies, the only thing that could kill it really would be, like, Pyroclasm, maybe? I guess they could have Collector Brutality or something like that.
That deck sometimes plays main deck Dismember now, so... Although, I guess they would rather Dismember...
They just Dismember the Rogue Soul Captain at that point,
yeah,
so...
Never mind, because that takes all of our clock away.
Yep.
That's all they want. They want turns to cast their overcosted monsters.
Lando off the top. Oh, let's go.
So we would get to attack for 4, then attack for...
Yeah, 5 if we drew a land.
5? Then it would be lethal next turn, right?
Yes, I believe so.
And it would outrace Oblivion Stone, so that would be good.
Would it be lethal? It would be... No, it would be a little bit short. Because we'd have a 5/5 and 2 4/4s attacking. Yeah, we would get them to 2.
Okay, that's a good sign.
That's
a really good sign for us. Is that the sphere that they got? They have mismatching spheres, which is why I was confused. Which do you prefer?
Old sphere, not close. That's not the worst thing that could have happened.
I'm going to image the captain and play Mausoleum Wonder. Unfortunately, we are not close to killing them fast enough, but they did not play a Tron piece, so...
I mean, I don't think our clock is actually set back any, right?
I'm not sure. What do I think of the Guilds of Ravnica Mythic Edition? I don't even know what that is. I'm not going to lie.
Is that like the box with all the fancy-looking planeswalkers or whatever?
Is that what it is? If you want to link a link to it, I would promise not to delete it. I don't have an opinion on it right now, though.
The planeswalkers look kind of cool. That's all I've got. I've seen the pictures. They look cool. I don't have strong feelings about the materialist aspects of it.
All right, so we have 4, and then we have 9 showing, but it could be plus
8.
6 more.
So if we draw land, I think we actually do have lethal now.
If I draw land, is it lethal? Oh yeah, I think it is actually. But we need to draw the land. Hopefully they just don't have Tron on... Well, actually... Hold on. I should probably think, if they cast Sylvan Scrying, what I'm supposed to do. I think the answer is probably trade Wanderer for it.
Yeah,
because we don't have a land guaranteed. Do I trade it for a Stirrings? That's the real question.
That I am inclined to say no.
Alright. Well, that one I can't do anything about.
How come nobody ever casts a wandering mausoleum or a wandererable spell every time we have Wanderer in play?
I wish this was Spike Tail Hatchling.
I have registered Spiketail Hatchling.
Donna VYTO, I'm sorry, but I can't really change that. If you want to suggest how I could change that in future, I would appreciate the suggestions, but it seems like other people don't have a problem with it.
Too much off the screen. Let's see what he means.
Too much off the screen, I think is what they mean. So if I attack for 9...
I don't think adding a lord to like get in extra damage actually changes anything here. So
no. I kind of just hope that they have Oblivion Stone, right? And I can
yeah. I mean, now that we've drawn an answer to Oblivion Stone, the only thing we have to fear is Ugin, I guess. Ugin would be hella annoying, but
I think we could hypothetically beat it. I say hypothetically because it's not easy.
I don't see how we could beat it. So I think you're making that part up.
Just O-Stone.
Hey, there we go. No? Yeah.
Nice. So we have a turn 5 kill through an O-Stone. Turn 4 Tron, not good enough.
Our opponent had a very slow hand and
Yep.
dirtled a lot and didn't do anything.
Alright. This is the card we want. We want these 5 as well. I'm going to take out the paths again.
We want the unified wills for sure.
Oh, yeah. What did I sign up before? The Draw Skull Captains?
Yeah, but that felt wrong. I don't know.
Oh, I should just sign out Rattle Chains probably, right?
Yeah, they don't seem great. Do we want this bird?
I could side out a bird. Ain't mad at that. And do I side out one captain or one Geist of St. Trapped?
Maybe we only need 2 stonies. I feel weird cutting any of the creatures. But
yeah, because we're on the draw as well.
Yeah, that and just it's a card you don't really want to draw 2 of.
The first one's really good though, but the second one is less good. So I could get behind that. I would like to ask if anyone else thinks the overlay actually takes up too much space.
That thought has never occurred to me. So, but then again, it's not the sort of thought that would occur to me. You could probably afford to like the part on the right maybe is a little too much, and you could just scrunch it all over a little bit.
You know, like hide the toolbar?
No, like the like your face and my face in the chat and all that.
Oh, that's possible. Maybe I'll experiment with that at some point. Yeah, I don't think cutting a Coco is good. I think Coco is one of the best cards in the deck. And Coco is a way that actually you can beat, like, Eugene occasionally. Basically, I don't. Yeah. I can't fathom a matchup where I would actually side that card out.
Yeah, all right.
We
can't. Shit, we don't have a green source, do we?
Yeah, that's what I was.
Well,
I think this is still a keep, but it's certainly close. How many green sources are in the deck, actually?
Sure, let's do it.
Hold on, I'm going to compute how many green sources are in the deck before I do anything. Hasty. If you guys want to play along at home, you can click on the button to calculate how many green sources I have.
Nobody wants to play along at home.
They definitely do want to play along at home. 4, 7, 8, 11... 14, 17. So we're on like slightly less than a third. but in 2 draws.
Also, like, none of our threats are green, so if we don't draw a green source, we just draw, like, sweet creatures and kill them with them, so.
Or we could draw more Cocos and Noble Hierarchs.
Well, that could happen.
I think this is a keep, though, personally.
Yeah.
Okay, well. Alright. Should I bluff the Ceremonious Rejection that's not in our deck?
Well, our life total doesn't really matter, so.
They play Walking Ballista now, so I would want to caution you off of saying that.
Alright, good point.
Because, like, Walking Ballista is, like, kind of weird that they can kill you with it and not necessarily have... Well, their hand was really good this game. That's what I'm going to say.
Shit, are we supposed to just sit on Unified Will now?
It doesn't do anything unless you have more creatures.
Oh yeah, that doesn't work but neither player has a creature. Well, good thing thing you know what your cards do, because I probably would have sat on Unified Will.
Is 0 greater than 0?
You're the mathematician, man. Like, probably yes, in some weird esoteric way.
No, well, not really.
You're like, no, that's dumb, and you thought about it, and you're like, actually, probably, sort of.
No, it's still dumb.
Well, I know it's dumb. That's not what I was saying.
Yeah, this is gross. I'm trying to think of a way we could win. Also,
we boarded out all our paths, didn't we?
Yeah, we have Phantasmal Images to try to trade, but that's not ideal.
Well, let's play this Noble Hierarch, and probably also the Stony Silence.
Well, we can't do that, first off.
Man,
so the real question is,
we're idiots for building our deck this way.
I think I'm just going to play Noble Sago and try to Coco into stuff next turn, and hope their hand has nothing else good. Because I don't think we can afford to leave up Unified Will while Wormcoil is smacking us in the face.
Yeah. Are we sure that Talia is actually good in this matchup? Because it seems like this has been happening a lot.
I think it's a lot better on the play, for what it's worth. Us being on the draw, I think it became a lot worse, if that makes sense.
Sure.
Yes, 0 is twice as much as 0, but 0 is not greater than 0.
0 is twice as much as...
Yes, he's saying 0 is 2 times 0.
Ah.
Which is factually correct.
You're factually correct.
Got him. Alright. I think I can back it in now. Well, I guess I'll see what actually happens. I'm not going to back it. I changed my mind. If something weird happens, I think they should go after Hallowed Fountain or Horizon Canopy if I were them. But we'll see what actually happens. Okay. That was... Oh, actually that makes sense, right? Because if they don't do that, we can kill it with any Noble Hierarch by attacking the card.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Did something just change with your audio?
No. Why?
Okay, well, it suddenly stopped, but, like, I could hear echoes of everything I said, except now I can't, so I don't know what the fuck happened.
Oh, weird. I can move the mic a little bit. Alright, they're waiting for us to respond. Alright, on tap. I guess I attacked Karn for 1. This is, like, kind of unexciting, but it is...
I feel like we're kind of past the point where it matters what we do, but...
It technically matters. Nothing even mattress.
Anyone can see.
What if their hand is just like a bunch of green cards?
And if that's the case, we should probably get the Stony Silence into play as fast as we can. I don't think we're going to need this land, so... That's an easy one.
If they just attack, do I try to Coco into images to block? I think I do.
Yes.
Because I don't think I can win by taking so much damage. And if they have Yukin, that's a good beat.
I mean, it doesn't really about Phantom?
You just broke up a bit.
Really?
Yeah.
Literally, there was just a big thunderclap near my house too. So.
Oh, that might be it. Well, I guess I'm taking 6 now.
Yeah.
Alright. Don't have anything good. By the way, I think in Tron, this card should be Ghost Quarter. Because I think it's hard to have the 2 up all of the time.
Yeah, I mean, you have the 2 mana really easily once you've already won the game.
Exactly. And especially in Tron Mirrors, I don't think you actually have time to have 2 up all of the time. I mean, it is nice that it gets a force out of your deck, but I don't know, it's kind of irrelevant. I also am not sure if this card is good in Tron. But it doesn't really matter. It's like replaceable with whatever fatty you want to play in that spot.
Yeah, like every time my Tron opponent casts a World Breaker, I get kind of excited. Like,
Why?
they tap all their mana, and I'm like, fuck, and then the card they play is World Breaker, and I'm like, oh, nice, okay, I'm still in it. But
I don't think I'm really...
like, whatever card you play has to be that card, so that's fine.
Well, I mean, it could just be another Ugin, technically speaking, right?
I don't know how many of each card they play, so...
I'm going to side in the 3rd Stony on the play. Because
All
I
right,
think it's slightly more effective on the play. I'm going to side out 1 Geist.
Geist also seems slightly more effective on the play. I might side out. 1 Captain seems reasonable, actually.
Okay. We're doing it weirdly. We're doing it piecemeal. So,
I was looking at the chat and I just saw 0. It's twice as much as 0 again. Let's keep it. This hand looks great, and we would be smart wizards. No? Okay, fine.
Your sarcasm doesn't come off well. I think I'm actually going to keep this one, though.
That wasn't sarcasm. I don't know what you're talking about.
You wanted to keep literally 7 lands.
Yeah. We had all our colors. We were golden. We could cast all our spells. See, we can't cast any of this shit. What the fuck, man?
I think this is actually a keep.
No, this hand's fine.
It's actually exactly fine. I don't think it's phenomenal. Alright. I'm not going to fetch because that shuffles the Phantom back in. Alright. We dead.
Well, dead's a strong word.
We're not in good shape.
That's accurate.
Ballista for 1. What was that?
I don't know. I'm confused.
It looked like a ballista for 1.
Harvest. Draw land.
I think this hand was a correct keep, though.
Yeah, dude, it's not close.
Whoa! Schultz Cube, thank you for the 101 bits. Ah, the naturals. All natural.
Well, Captain had it.
So, ballista for 3 now? I think our opponent was reconsidering playing ballista for 1 when they realized they would have Tron next turn. Right?
That would fit.
Yeah, that's, I think, literally what happened. Alright.
I believe we've been defeated.
No, we need a land. Well, that sucked.
Yep.
Alright. We're gonna keep going for 4 more matches.
I sort of understand why everybody hates Tron now. Like, for the longest time, I was like, I don't get what the problem is. This deck's not even that good. But
you
really,
literally play a deck that...
Yeah, that's because I only play Storm, and Storm's actually really good against Tron.
You play Storm with 4 remands still, is the actual answer. A lot of the Storm decks cut down to 2, and I think that makes them matchable a lot harder for Storm.
Yeah, PSA, that's real dumb. Don't do that. I know that nobody's gonna actually listen to me who plays Storm, but like, the remands are great. They're obviously not good against humans, and that sucks. But it's fine. You just board all 4 of them out. But they're really important in a lot of other matchups to play all 4 of them.
Yeah, like I think part of the reason Storm is good versus Ironworks is that you get to remand their Ironworks forever, and then they die. Do you agree with that?
Yes, although sometimes the Ironworks player has like good response, and that's really awkward.
Yeah, that's only post board. Alright, this is fine. That is not desirable whatsoever.
Let's path it.
No, they're Bogles, right?
Yeah, damn it, Jarvis. All right.
Your joke was bad, and you should feel bad.
I was excited.
Oh, maybe they're not Bogles.
They're probably still Bogles.
Yeah, it's just Bogles with...
I mean, Bogles plays a bunch of green fetches, right?
Alright.
Let's path it. Is that a better joke?
It's not really a joke. I think it's going to happen, right?
Do you think maybe we should actually let them play some enchantments on some shit first, and then path whatever they pants on? Like, I might want to just get a clock going, and...
What do you think I'm doing?
Okay, there we go.
I decided to do it. Yeah, if they like stack up a bunch of enchantments, it's not even that bad for us. Like, they've spent all of their mana putting it on this.
Yeah.
I see.
Why does our opponent never attack?
Because they want to block.
He doesn't want to take 3?
I'm going to path their guy now.
I'm not sure how I feel about that. But I guess, it's fine.
Nah, I think this is good. I think I just want to kill them. I can Queller something next turn, which I'm going to do.
I am not sure if that's the one that matters. I guess it probably is, actually.
Yeah, I'm going to Queller that one. I mostly want to Queller that one because I just want to get the Queller into play.
Yeah, but we want to Queller something. But like, he's definitely going to play another spell after this, so...
I don't know anything about Bring to Light Scape Shift anymore. It's probably okay in Bring to Light Scape Shift. Oh. What's going on? Experimental? That is A-okay.
Yep.
Give me a Lord. Ooh.
I think that counts.
I'm going to fetch first. Because I'm going to end up playing my idiot anyways this turn, I think.
Sure.
Oh.
I was like, hurry, don't do the thing you're about to do.
Am I supposed to stack those on the bottom before I pick?
What do you mean?
I don't know, but that's okay. I'm choosing that.
No, because it happens as it comes into play, so that's happening while the collecting company's still resolving.
I think we've won this game.
I agree. I feel pretty good about our spot.
Even if they coronet us, that would be 6. They go to 13. I guess if they have ethereal armor.
Yeah, they would have to have a pretty specific.
Oh, they could have had.
They could have another Umbra. That'd be good.
Instead, we're just going to kill them on our turn. Nice. Nice coronet. Alright, are we doing this?
Well, it looked so smart the first time, so I don't know.
I think I can afford it to. Actually, can I?
I
think I can afford to side out some of rattle chains, though.
Yeah, the rattle chains don't really do anything. Honestly, none of the two, like, Selfless Spirit's also pretty mediocre, so...
I actually think this card is good. Hear me
like,
out.
Fogging effect?
No, so you can just block their guy down and just give all of your guys indestructible so their creature dies.
Oh, okay, I guess that's the thing. Sure.
Like, I think that actually makes sense. The question is, do I want the other Thalia and take out like a Geist? I think Geist is actually pretty horrible.
Yep, that sounds right.
So I'm going to leave 1 Rattle Chains in then.
And Unified Will is not worth fucking with?
I don't think so. But on the play, I could see it. On the draw, I think it's bad.
Alright.
That is my theory, and I'm sticking to it.
I'm still a little bit skeptical that these worships should even be bothered with, but maybe our opponent will just get sad and decide to not play the game once we resolve it, rather than actually deck us.
Sounds pretty good. Oh, they played a tap Temple Garden. I was trying to figure out what actually happened. Do you like leaving up Queller? I think probably, right?
Yes.
Yeah, do that.
It's like his ideal sequence would be to play Coronet this turn if he has it. So. Yeah. What is that?
I think I let that resolve and just Queller whatever he... Actually, that's bad. Actually, that is horrendous. I realize that that's a mistake. So I'm not going to do that. I changed my mind.
Alright.
I'm just going to Queller that.
Yeah, sure. Is there something specific that you have in mind that you could search for that like makes you say, oh, that's bad?
Well, no. Or I actually realized what was going to happen was he would just let that resolve. If I let that resolve, he would just get a Coronet and wait until next turn to cast it.
Right, yeah.
And then I would actually not be in a good position to do anything. This is kind of awkward.
Yeah, I agree.
So the options are Phantom, Hierarch, or Captain, I think. I think I'm going to Phantom Hierarch, actually.
Yeah, but getting the Phantom into play... getting the Hierarch into play is...
Very, very important, I think.
For using our spells.
Yeah. But I think that's a close decision, actually. No Coronet. No.
¿Por qué?
I think casting Thalia there is not good, Weinberg. The question is, what do I do? I think I just take it this turn and hope they don't draw a trample effect.
We're definitely not jumping with anything we have currently in play, so...
So I could play Captain and Hierarch.
That doesn't seem bad, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, what are we blocking with this turn?
Hierarch, right?
Yeah, okay.
This is actually more damage. Which is kind of funny.
Wait, is it?
Oh, wait!
Yeah, I was... Well,
oh, okay. No, it was bigger than his guy. That's okay. That's okay.
Was it actually?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
Okay. Well, good news is opponent doesn't have trample effect. Bad news is they're going to have a lot of time to find it.
Okay.
I'm going to cycle the canopy first, though, to get more info.
Wait, are we going to... Do we need to double spell this turn?
Do we? I'm going to just walk with the Hierarch.
Ugh.
Yeah, I'm going to look for Worship.
I started to say, how do we win this game?
The answer is Worship, I think.
But we don't actually win with Worship, so I don't know what you're talking about. This is why I don't like Worship.
Worship doesn't like you.
That's
if
true.
I attack, that's a 7, so they can block. Alright, not doing it this time.
I'm going to volunteer that we have lost this game.
I don't think we have. I don't think it's great for us.
I mean, if, like, let's say we draw Worship and cast it. Like, well, that doesn't win us the game. We actually are exactly where we started.
I agree, but I think eventually we can overcome the amount of life gain they have. Right, that's fine. So now I have to chump with this fellow. Because we have all of our other creatures are more valuable. Or ship. Or ship. Well, I'm not playing the Thalia because that shuts off our out.
It's not an out. I don't understand.
Shut up. What? It's gonna be fine. Nothing even mattress. Nothing even mattress.
Anyone can see.
I'm just gonna keep shouting that like a buffoon. Why would I upkeep path? I think I need to save this path.
I mean, eventually we're going to use path on our guy to have him not gain 9 life, but...
Should I target this guy with rattle chains?
Well, you could.
I could. That would not
you do what you got to do, man. In fact, this is as good a turn as any to do that thing I just described, so...
To path my own rattle chains?
Right?
I don't see why I would do it. I guess you think the thinning of a land matters?
I don't know, man.
I'm going to block like this.
I guess, actually, once we get this worship into play, we're going to want to path one of his guys, aren't we?
I want my opponent to draw cards off Core Spirit Dancer once I have worship in play. Alright, now I'm going to play Thalia and block with it. This is a dumb game and I hate it. Can you
Correct.
just... Uh-oh.
Ooh, child. Things are gonna get greasier.
That's 11. So I have to...
We're not dead.
I know. I'm calculating how much I have to throw under it. So, block here.
So we're ahead of him on cards, so as long as we just get rid of this Thalia and put some other thing under the bus and then draw worship immediately, we probably win the game.
So this is 7. And he gets to cast Open Armory, but I'm actually okay with that?
Maybe.
Yeah. Go to 2. I can crack my fetch.
But why would you? Do not crack the fetch.
No, they're going to be another card behind.
Oh, sure.
Because they're not going to not search.
You're right.
Big brain thinking. Big brain. Right. Worship!
Maybe we were supposed to path one of our guys. No, that doesn't work.
Alright. I still believe in this plan.
Alright.
You can't really talk me off of it.
Sure. Clearly, so.
I've just been screaming worship the entire night.
Nice hand. Nice face.
I think I'm actually going to mulling this in. I think it's horrible.
Yes, I agree. Much better.
Sort of.
Yeah, you know.
Actually, the Thalia on the play I think is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Think about it. So. The question is if they play a Bogle or not. First shot, I don't think so. It costs so much mana to leave it up.
Yeah, it's not really, like, trivial for us to have more creatures than them.
Sup, Warren B? Are you at church? I don't know, man. Are you at church? Oh, this is your plan, eh? Ooh!
That was a good draw.
Ooh! Oh, it's a cover. I did not know where you were going with that.
Oh yeah, no, I knew exactly what he was going for.
I did not. I had no idea.
We are filled with the Holy Spirit here tonight, Warren. Can I get an amen?
No. The question is, I actually think I play Spirit and Wanderer, right?
It's more damage that way, so yeah, may as well.
Also, it's better versus an opposing path on the next turn.
Sure, that too.
Amen.
First Church of You.
Uh-oh.
Did you know that Jarvis's birthday? Does anyone in chat know Jarvis's birthday?
We'll save that for later. I'm just gonna get into damage now while I can.
Sounds good.
Actually, was that even correct? Is this more? It might not be more damage than just pathing this guy. Actually,
I mean, this gives him an opportunity to put more shit on it, so that probably feels good.
All right, this worked out very well for us.
Yep.
Because now I think they instantly lose the game.
Yep.
Did I target the right thing?
I might just attack with the flyers. Never mind, the guy's reach. Just ignore me.
Yes, we have to cast this, and then we attack for 1,000 damage. It gained 9. They failed to find a basic land card?
They already have one of each in play.
They only have 2 basics?
I don't know, apparently.
That's really good for me, then. Wow. That went
well.
We put them immediately in the graveyard. Quiet Fish. Why does his name sound familiar?
That's JD.
That's why it sounds familiar.
Yeah.
We'll investigate. Why I keep this hand.
Yeah, sounds good.
Agreed. It is good. Huh. That is not what I expected whatsoever. But that gives us a pain-free land.
Yeah, that Goblin God was a clutch, bro.
No Searing Blaze, please. No Searing Blaze.
Donna Blaze. Donna Blaze.
That's a Noble Herrick. We're drawing next turn. That's okay.
No Eidolon either. That'd be annoying. Or
that's also annoying.
That's a real buzzkill.
I don't like this. I don't like it one bit, buddy. I wonder what we're supposed to do this turn. You got options. Yes, we do. We've got options. How about you?
None of our options are good, though. So
I don't
know that we actually do have options. I think maybe no. Sort of say we're supposed to spell queller the Rift Bolt, but that sounds terrible.
Is it? It actually forces them to use another burn spell on it, right?
Sort of. Like then if they ever, but then they'll probably do that, and then we're just boned.
What do you want to do then?
What if we? No, that doesn't work either.
I could play Supreme Phantom and Noble Herrick.
And then he just Rift Bolts the Phantom, and then.
Well, first off,
yeah, you're right.
You're a horrible person, and you should feel bad.
I just forgot who we were playing against. Whatever. And
that's fair.
I don't know, man. Spellqueller's probably. Maybe Spellqueller's fine. I don't know. I think it's the best we got. So
we could also play Mausoleum Wanderer and Phantom, actually, which I think might actually be the correct play.
And then, do we Wanderer the Rift Bolt? No.
Won't this only be a 2/2, and they just pay 2?
Yeah, yes. I was thinking they had to pay 1 for the Rift Bolt, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I think if they start burning our creatures, we're happy.
That's probably true.
Sort of.
I mean, yeah. Shinahime. Yeah, it actually would have, like, if we had drawn it that turn we tried to draw it in game 2, it actually would have worked because our opponent got ahead on cards for some reason.
They don't know that we have worship.
Maybe the worship plan is fine. Maybe I was just being a negative Nancy.
Alright, so we traded with a Lavamancer activation. Alright. So far, this is fine. Like, I think if they're burning all of our creatures, that's actually sort of good for us, as long as they're not Searing Blazes. Uh-oh. What the heck? I'm very off-put. See what I'm off-put by?
Yeah, but...
Okay, I could not have done that because they Lavamancered my Wanderer with the Rift Bolt unsuspend on the stack. So I could not have. This is an Eidolon? Looks like an Eidolon. Yikes. I think we're dead.
We're in a pretty bad way.
Company? Company? Oh, we knew we were drawing that. I think the plan is to actually ambush with the Core now.
Yep.
Even though it's like transparent as hell.
A little bit. But that's all we've got, so. I mean, we could try and get Selfless Spirit into play and then, like, have that for the turn we Spellqueller. Because, like, ambushing Spellqueller doesn't seem very good.
Actually seems pretty good to me, but I don't know. Maybe you and I have different definitions of pretty good.
It's fine. I don't know. It's just gonna, it's playing into the Eidolon pretty badly. Because, like, I don't think she wants to actually have that Eidolon sit and play for a bunch of turns. I think she's totally okay with
I'm going to block Goblin Guide.
Oh, I guess that works.
So you think this is the block that makes sense?
I don't think we want it in play either is the thing, so yeah, this is cool. Like,
there's actually danger for her to Lava Man the the danger is if she actually has no spells in hand, we're actually in good shape.
Well, that's true. That's been true. I don't know.
Well, double Lava Man.
Yeah, if she floods out, we're gonna be okay.
Uh-oh.
Spaghetti.
Uh-oh, that's very bad. Lava Man's... Okay. So, I was about to say, you actually should fetch there, so you don't get pathed in response to your fetch. Does going to 5 change anything? Not really. So I'm supposed to deploy the troops and try to race?
Yeah, but I don't think we do race successfully. So here's the awkward thing. If we block in a way that puts that Goblin Guide in the graveyard, like, the only way we win this game is if she draws nothing but, like, non-fetch lands for the rest of the game, right?
So here's my plan. Attack for 5 with the Spellcaller.
Alright, sounds good.
And then block Hierarch on Thingamabob. Come on, Lavamancer creature! Damn. It went upstairs. I agree we're dead to most things, but I also believe we can't do anything about it. Druxful Captain.
Oh.
No, we have to block. Otherwise I die to Lavamancer.
Well, we could have blocked with Selfless Spirit. Because if we cast both of these Druxful Captains, well, we can do that anyway. So that's game, isn't it?
No.
No, we're one short. Fuck. Right.
So I actually have to cast...
You can still do what I just said with Selfless Spirit, so that's a thing, but...
Okay. So I cast it first, see what happens. So, from my perspective, she couldn't have drawn anything good that turn, right?
Correct.
So it actually is Mountain or Sacred
Pretty much has to
or Vantage. Because otherwise the game doesn't make any sense, right?
Yeah, it could be like Eidolon or something like that, but... Unless you would play Eidolon too. Yeah, there's not much it could be. Yeah, we fucked up.
What?
Oh, okay, never mind.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, wait, no, never mind. The thing is hexproof. I forgot about that part.
So I attack for 6. If I put her to 1, what happens?
She just attacks with all 3 of her creatures and we die. So don't do that.
Good call. So I have to block Guide
with Selfless Spirit and then sacrifice it. And then she needs to draw another land that is not a fetch land to go with the thing that's already...
Oh no, this doesn't work.
I missed that part. Yep.
God damn it, Trout! We were actually not supposed to...
Missed that part entirely.
Damn it, Trout. Our plan worked until it didn't work.
I was thinking about all the things except for the one thing that mattered.
It doesn't even mattress.
Yeah, right.
So I was not supposed to cast the second captain.
So what were we supposed to do then? Like, play one
captain attack
for,
and then next turn play the second captain attack for lethal.
Yes. Okay.
All right, that was the play. We done goofed.
Yep, that was awkward.
Is there any way they misclicked? No. All right. I didn't see it either, so I'm not going to blame you. Is that fair?
That would have been a totally reasonable place to blame me. You blame me in places where it makes no fucking sense. So,
fair.
like, that one I feel like is kind of my fault. But
all right, I'm going to blame you then. All right. Do we want worship in this matchup?
Surely, right? Like, of all the matchups...
If we don't want it in this matchup, why is it in our deck?
Yeah, that's kind of my position.
Do you want to take out these images, or no? Or are they just too good with Drop Soul Captain that you can't cut them?
I don't know. They're not terrible anyway, right? Like, they're... I mean, wow.
Geist is good, I assume, right? So
I would think so. I guess they're our worst card. I guess like all our cards are pretty reasonable. So and Phantasmal Image is just the 2 we like the least. So
Ace the Creator, I believe that the stock list of Burn has 2 Lavamancer and that Jaden just happened to draw both. That is my theory.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure, but I could actually see cutting it as well. So I think I'm going to.
Yeah, I think it's just our worst card. I mean, I don't think it's a terrible card, but I think it's just the worst.
Agreed.
Of what we have.
Well, I don't think Thalia is actually good in this matchup. By the way, that hand was horrendous. The first hand.
To be honest, I didn't even look at it, so I believe you.
Anyways, Shroud, way to get us killed last game.
Yeah, dude. That's what I'm here for.
That's what you're here for?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude. Taylor Swift Spear has arrived to deal us 1 damage.
We drew worship. We are smart.
Nut Nose, thanks for the follow. I played the 1/3 first, right?
I think so.
I'm not sure it actually matters which one I play first.
Reflector Mage and Dromoka's Command. Both of those cards sound great. So.
Oh, B Temple. That sounds so much better than what we have.
I wish Strusky had said that to us instead of just out into the void or whoever he said it to.
Do I just leave up Queller?
I guess so, yeah.
Wow. Dromoka's Command seems absurd in this matchup, and it would have been good versus most of our Bogle's opponents, so... Yeah, sounds great. Also, they cost less mana than thingy.
Than Worship, which cost $1 million.
Yeah. Yeah, Command actually seems great. All right. Too late for this league, obviously, because I don't just. Well, we have to call her. This card was basically face up, but that's okay.
Yeah, she was definitely playing as if we were going to play it, so.
I'm going to play Birds in Spirit.
I like it.
And then probably attack for 2.
I like that too. Don't even get the exalted trigger. This bird's a turd.
Bird's a turd.
Bird's a turd.
Bird. That was the thing I was going to start saying as well.
Sweet.
Because we're so smart.
Do you do this where, like, some cards you just have a little song that you sing literally every time you cast it?
Yes.
I noticed those because I played a shitload of cons drafts last weekend.
Oh my god!
And I noticed that every time I cast Bring Low, I would start singing like "Bring Low, Sweet Shepherd," and I did it like 5 times before and it was completely subconscious.
Yeah.
I just like suddenly became aware that I was doing it. It was kind of trippy.
I guess I counter this.
Sure.
The other thing is that first I'm going to cast this and hope not all of our creatures die. The second thing is I do sing Gloria Gaynor's I Will Survive every time I cast Survival of the Fittest.
Oh, okay, I definitely don't do that one. Also, it's been a really long time since I've cast Survival of the Fittest, so.
It's mostly in cube, right? Do I want to path my own birds in response?
I don't think so. Actually, no, we would save the damage that way, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I may as well.
Yeah, I think I'm actually supposed to cast Healing Salve. The problem is we're going to need to draw some more creatures. And this is the last basic we can get out of our deck. So we're going to need to draw Coco or Drogswell Captain. Or something good.
Captain one die. Or that. Alright. Well, good game.
Is it? I guess it's pretty good.
She could still have, like, removal for the worship. Like Destructive Revelry or whatever.
Or defensive burn spells to pump Geist. Or pump Swift Spear to block Geist, right?
Let's just not attack with Geist, and then we don't have to worry about that.
Agreed. That was my plan.
Alright.
A Rift Bolt has been suspended. Okay. Ooh. Huh. Well, I'm not going to attack with Geist.
Correct.
Until it'll be good. The question is, do I Queller the Rift Bolt?
I would probably let the Rift Bolt resolve and then Queller the Swift. No, that doesn't make any sense.
I should just Queller the Rift Bolt then, right?
I guess so. I mean, then she just uses one of
Also, how do they break this up, actually?
Like I said, they don't. The only way she can win is by drawing a removal spell for the worship, which is probably in her deck. So we should try and get this game over with if we can, but save Queller, protect worship. That makes sense, actually.
The Rift Bolt's targeting me.
Okay, you say so.
So I'm actually supposed to use
Weinberg
this.
is making a lot of sense. Just literally don't Queller anything that does not remove worship from play.
Okay, that makes sense. And never attack. This is our troll aesthetic.
Yes, literally never attack with that card.
No attacks, no blocks. You know, the classic. Also, they've not shown us Stomping Ground yet, right?
Nah, no.
Okay. Interesting. I'm going to take it. Man, Weinberg's kind of good at this game sometimes.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Wow, actually.
So this is weird.
I don't know what this means, but I think I'm going to try to kill my opponent.
Yeah, I guess if we have the Spell Queller, we may as well. No, okay. Because if she kills the Spell Queller, then she gets a blocker, so... Well, but we have this... But we have the... Let's try and kill her. Let's do it. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's her line, right? Is, like, bolt the... Yeah, so now if we just bolt this... Or, sorry, if we just quell this bolt, then she can't actually... She would have to have actual literal 3 lightning bolts to do the thing she's trying to do.
Okay, well, that also works. Woo! Okay. Well, do we still remain on this plan?
I mean, yeah, I guess so.
It's kind of. If we're going to do that, I think we should actually go like this then. Because
Correct.
this is actually better to do with.
That does make sense.
I think being on the draw versus burn as this deck is not actually a good matchup for us.
Being on the draw versus burn is miserable no matter what you're playing.
It's so close. By the time we're going to mulligan. So we have Collected Company and Worship in our deck. I think Dahlia might hurt us more than it hurts them.
I would probably keep this hand, but I sympathize with you mulliganing it, so I don't do it.
I don't think this hand actually beats anything.
It sure does. If we draw a land, it is a clock that. All right.
This is actually worse.
It's a lot worse.
I'm gonna keep. Fucking Canopy. Dees?
Alright, that helps.
Time to start deploying. Look, had it, Oren. Had it. This is literally the best land for us to get guided into, I think. The fact that none of these cards match is kind of annoying me.
Anybody in chat wanna vouch for that 7-card hand being a keep so I can lord it over Jarvis?
That hand was horrendous, and if you're gonna keep trying to justify that, I don't think we can be friends anymore.
Well, see ya never.
See ya never. What was I doing here? I was getting island.
I'm pretty confident Weinberg would vouch for it, like no matter what the hand was, just to troll you. So I'm not going to count that in favor of
the
me.
hand was a pile, and you should feel bad for even suggesting keeping it.
Sculleroony, get the fuck out.
Shroud doesn't actually want you to get the fuck out. He's just saying that to be au contraire. Oh, I shouldn't have. Well, actually, this is fine. I actually do want to block both. What this?
Suspend Riftbolt, probably.
Well, it's inside combat, so.
No.
But it does have that look about it. Interesting. I think I'm going to just leave up Queller, even though it's so obvious again.
Yep.
And we have to take a damage from this goddamn Canopy.
Dude, none of the lands in our 7-card hand were pain lands, so I'm just saying.
We didn't have a second Mana Source.
Yeah, well, none of, just 100% of the lands in our hand did not deal damage.
God damn it. She's too smart. Swift Spirit, Charmed, and swing with the team. I don't know.
That is very weird. I don't understand what that was about.
What's my top card? Mausoleum Wanderer. Alright, well, we're gonna call. Probably block like this, right?
That sounds right. Like, all things being equal, we'd prefer for this Goblin guy to stay and play doing shit.
Uh-oh. Sucks. I can't even tap this for mana anymore.
Yep, this is awkward. We can tap it to draw a card. Play the Mausoleum Wanderer. Or we can play this Noble Hierarch. Because I don't think
Riftbolt suspended.
Oh, I didn't even see that thing. We're just dead. Why are we still playing?
Damn it. Alright. We lost because we lost game one that I think we could have actually won if we had played correctly. Because I actually am pretty sure she bricked off on those draw steps, but we don't know for sure, obviously.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, maybe she was just humoring us by killing us the weird way, and she just like had a rift bolt in hand the whole time or whatever. But
Told her GG on Facebook, assuming that was actually her. I don't like.
She was like, "What the fuck are you talking about, dude?"
That would have been amusing.
I mean, that's definitely her account. I know I can confirm that. So
Probably keep, but you actually need 2 lands.
yeah, I'd keep it.
Yeah, I think it's kind of loose actually, but we'll see what happens.
It is kind of loose. I would still keep it.
Joke's on him.
This hand got a
Or
lot
her.
worse.
Actually, never mind. There's no joke.
Yeah.
That's actually great.
Yeah, I was like,
Never mind. Never mind. Ben Aki Hermit. My favorite card in Modern is probably...
Grape Shroud.
No. I'm just no-swearing you on that. I actually have to think about it. They're in Modern.
Yeah, mine's probably Pyromancer Ascension.
I'm going to go with Grim Lavamancer, actually.
Grim Lavamancer.
Even though it killed us real good.
Yeah, really.
Okay, she peeled Helix in game 1, so we were going to lose anyways. If that makes you feel better, Shroud.
Oh, okay. It doesn't really, but
yeah, that's fair.
well, you're probably having a real great time during this game, Skull Rooney.
I feel like we are so dead now.
We're in bad shape. We got a full house.
Captains over callers?
Yep. Hell of a hand.
The heck?
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know what the fuck that means.
Do we just deploy a captain? Or do we Queller? Probably Queller, because then we're not exposed to Liliana, right?
If we...
I've already decided. So. You couldn't change my mind.
Yeah, that checks out.
You actually could not change my mind. We're not playing against Snake. It's probably just like Traverse Abzan. Interesting. I wonder what this means. Traverse for Snake. Alright, well, I have to cast this, but I don't like where we are at. Maybe it's actually Traverse Shadow. Because they just shot them.
I kind of hope it's like Devoted Druid Collected Company, and he just has a really fucking weird draw.
Actually, that is not... Well...
No, that's... No. I mean, there's no way that's the case, but...
Yeah, I'm just going to play another caller. EOG. Because something feels weird here. I'm not sure what it is.
Yeah, it's the Walking Ballista that's in play. That's what feels weird.
Oh. I'm really not very smart, am I? So, actually, this is horrendous. I guess now I actually have to flash in the Queller and block.
Yeah, which is miserable.
Actually, I done goofed this game.
Yeah, it's
I was supposed to play Captain last turn?
I mean, I don't know. Like, you have to block either way, right? Like if you don't block, he just pumps his guy.
Exactly. No, that's why I had to do this. Okay, that was like okay, I guess. It's still not.
We're not winning this game, so.
Well, I have to draw Coco, right?
Yeah. Does that do anything? Can we just go to 3 and then he just puts a counter on his guy and kills us?
All right, new play.
I don't see how that does anything either. I don't know, man. I'm just spitballing here. All right.
Oh, we could just never win. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this might be a quick exit this league. I don't. It's kind of not good, right? Like.
I don't know. I mean, who the fuck knows what his deck is? It's probably all right. If you honestly, Walking Ballista suggests to me that there's some Grim Player mischief afoot. So
that is actually true.
This piece is probably good.
Do I want to take out Image? Probably not. Do I want to take out Geist? Probably yes.
Yep.
Strikes me not as a good matchup for that card.
All the green cards for 4 Vile and more spirits. Would Vile actually be good in this matchup? It doesn't seem like it would be. So,
I guess we could take out Image instead of Geist, but it seems like Geist is really hard to get through versus Tarmogoyf, whereas at least if you get an Image a Captain, it doesn't actually get ballisted, right? And we also don't actually know how many ballistas they have. I actually think they probably only have between 1 to 2.
Yeah.
Is my gut instinct. Because it's not like your Tron or some, like, broken deck where you can actually, like, dump 1,000 counters on it, right?
Right.
Like, in Scales, Ballista is, like, actually batshit insane. How good it is. It's just, like, ridiculous. Remember when we played that deck? We can't even just, like, do lethal math, and it's just like, oh, our opponent happened to die? Great! You remember those days?
If you ever on top of Ballista, the game was just over, but we never realized that. We would just tank for 6 minutes, and our opponent was just like, I'm dead, you fucks. But we never killed them.
I guess I keep, but it's not... This is sort of the same problem, right?
Yeah.
How many white sources do I have? Dude, you were so excited to play this deck.
I know.
I actually don't think it sucks, but I think...
No, I don't either. I'm just... shit.
Yeah, you are something.
I don't know how like good Rest in Peace is. It's annoying. Like normally, I think you have to keep hands like this against decks where Rest in Peace is good. Except I'm not completely confident that this is one of those matchups.
1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We're drawing to a 14. I'm probably gonna keep. I hate mulligan versus Thoughtseize decks anyways. I don't know if that's like ludicrous logic.
There's a little bit.
Well, the idea is you don't actually want to like go down a card versus a deck that has discard, right?
Yeah, no, yes, I understand what you're saying. But...
Nope, you don't. Got him.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we're just going to draw Supreme Phantom, then we're going to draw White Source. Okay, so they're like...
Should we counter this?
I think I should, right?
I kind of want to.
Yeah. Got him. Our hand is so slow that I think we actually do want to counter it.
Yeah, I like...
Yeah, there's some like... Yeah,
I mean, we just have to hope that he doesn't have a black source and he has a bunch of black cards.
Come on! God damn it.
Well, that's kind of what we were looking for.
No, it isn't, actually, whatsoever. Shut up.
Squint. In my head, I was going, come on, land! But I wasn't.
You ruined it again!
Yep, that was me.
Well,
we look like geniuses for countering this Traverse, though.
Do we look
we
like
look
geniuses?
we look less smart for keeping the hand, but
This is your fault again.
I'll take it.
God damn
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, we
No. We could have gotten so far ahead.
Got us.
Do you think they're going to take Rip? Or one of our 3 drops? I think they
it's one
should.
of those things where, like, if they take Rip, that's probably smart to do. So, like, that sucks if they take it, and if they don't take Rip, it probably isn't very good, and that sucks that they didn't take it.
It's kind of damned either way, right?
Nice hand indeed. Yeah, dude, we just have 2 pair this time.
2 pair Rip kicker.
Yep.
We might only have 2 pair after this resolves. But yeah, I think countering that traverse was smart. Obviously, I would say that now, but... They took a Queller. Okay.
Yep, pair again.
We still have 2 pair. We still have 2 pair. Now it's Queller kicker.
Is Queller, is Rip a better kicker than Queller?
I don't know, man. Come on, just be like... Alright.
Oof, Leia.
Okay, alright.
Right on time.
I'm just gonna get planes.
Yep. Now what do we play? That's the...
I'm gonna play Rip.
part. Really?
Yeah, I don't really, like... Well, what would you do?
I was kind of leaning on... Ugh.
The reason I want to do that is I
Super
think they
obvious.
have Lingering Souls in their deck.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
And if we let them, like, mill a bunch of souls, it gets pretty out of hand quickly, because our hand's not particularly fast.
Sure. Well,
Plus, it shuts down, like, their Tarmogoyfs and their, like, traverses and stuff as well.
My concern is he has a bunch of spells they have a bunch of spells in hand, and they're going to get to activate this group player, and they don't really care about putting cards in the graveyard. They're just going to put all the spells in the graveyard so they draw lands. So they're still going to get a lot of mileage after this trigger.
I don't think they're getting as much mileage as you think, because their deck is so dependent on having a graveyard.
I guess so.
That is my theory. And I'm sticking to it. Also,
There's
I hope I just draw Cocos forever now.
I think like we might have wanted to just play Drogue Skull Captain, and then try and play a second Drogue Skull Captain the next turn. And like once we have them both in play, we're pretty much golden. Because like a Fatal Push wouldn't kill it, so it would have to be like I don't know if this deck plays Path. I guess it probably does.
Didn't they show us a path in game 1?
Maybe I don't remember that
they
happening, but
I think they did. Explosives on 2? Alright, that's fine. Okay, nice. I'm going to cast that when they attack us.
Alright.
I'm smart. You're dumb.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Yes, the Path was a lethal card in game 1. That's a good point. That's a great point. Watch us hit 2 images.
That'd be alright, wouldn't it?
Not really. I mean,
Wouldn't be good, but it wouldn't be terrible.
it's okay. I think they had both the Decay and a Path in game 1, but I don't remember for sure. I'll say this is kind of nice because it's actually pretty hard for them to kill all of our shit effectively, right?
Yeah.
Like, I can block with the Queller and feel pretty safe about it.
Well, I mean, like, before blockers, they can just Ballista your Spirit. Yeah, this is what's going to happen. Then you respond by activating it, and then they respond by using whatever removal spell they have on the Spell Queller.
Okay, if they have it, they have it. I'm not worried about it. That one's fine.
Get that land, though.
That's actually pretty nice.
Maybe we were supposed to not get the planes, so that when we inevitably got past, we could get a second plane source.
Yeah, maybe not. I don't know.
Come on, White Source.
White Source would be pretty good. Jeff Goldblum gif. Yeah, I love you, Oren. You're a great person. I don't know why you spent $1,000 on beta basic lands, but that's okay. You do you, fam. Probably learning from Luis, who just like spews money no matter what. It was a deal. That sucks.
Damn. Blowouts. 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 I don't think we can beat them having 5 cards in their hand. 5 spells.
What if they're just all delve creatures or Tarmogoyfs or whatever? You're such a negative Nancy. Oh wow, you're so
weird.
dumb. You're so
Why
dumb.
did he do that?
That was also really peculiar, right?
Yeah.
Also, you're dumb.
Alright, you got me, but...
Who's ahead now? It's
Alright.
us.
Got me.
I will block. Guaranteed. Actually, I might not. If
I
they're
don't know what he could have, but like...
Mutagenic Growth.
Alright, I guess that's a card.
It's technically a card. I think they're unlikely to have it, but it is technically a card. Also, now we get to cycle this canopy. Everything's phenomenal. Woo! Woo!
I don't think we... I guess it's like... Probably super transparent if we don't do it, so we may as well do it.
I think we are actually supposed to crack it because it does give away so much information.
Yeah.
Do I cast it now?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so either, because they could have like Damnation or something weird like that.
Yeah. That if they're just sitting on removal spells, then they just kill whatever lords we get. We want them to like tap out.
They
for
cannot
something.
kill our lords. I don't know what you're talking about.
You're right. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Just pretend I'm not here.
Okay, I will.
Dude, I've been telling you to do that, and you just don't.
It's weird, yeah. You just say things, and they don't actually make any sense, and then I listen to them anyways.
Yep.
And then we do something.
That's why I'm here.
So you're the
Didn't say
clown
that.
in the clown car.
Something like that.
Look, all you all have to remember is that Charlotte has a Protor top 8 and I don't, so who really has the chips?
That's true. Scoreboard.
Scoreboard. It's probably not me.
Jarvis one time tried to say that like you have 3 GP top 8s, right?
Yes.
And you tried to say that is the same thing as 1 Pro Tour top 8.
I did not say that. I actually
You
did not say
you
that.
Literally,
I
you
did
said
not
those
say
exact
that.
words.
I don't remember
like-
saying this. It didn't
You said
happen.
it was in an interrogative fashion. You were like, so that's like the same thing, right? And then I asked him how many pro points he got out of his 3 GP top 8s, and he felt sad.
Shut up. We figured out that you still got more pro points lifetime. That's
Yes.
why.
Yep.
Also, wow, we browned our opponent that game because Rest in Peace was really good, so you're dumb.
That keep was probably great. Yeah, well, I mean, we were in real bad shape if he had not let us keep both our drug skull captains. I was kind of
That was really confusing. Like, they should have known if we drew a white source, we would just slam both.
Get the night started. Dude, we've been here for like 4 hours,
Yeah.
and we have not said a sensible thing yet. So.
That's also true. Do you think they're going to take Rest in Peace this time?
I hope so.
I actually kind of hope so, because I don't actually really want to spend my turn casting it.
It must be real good against him, because, I mean, I don't know what the fuck was going on in that guy's hand.
I told you, like, these Traverse Shadow decks, this card is actually a bomb.
That's fair.
Well, like, we haven't seen Shadow, but I'm going to just assume it's in their deck. Actually, no, it might just be Traverse Abzan with no Shadow. Because we haven't seen a Street Wraith yet, right?
Uh-huh.
Anyways, thanks for everyone hanging out. If you guys really appreciate it and you have Twitch Prime, you can sub to me for free, essentially. Hashtag chill. I think I'm just gonna play Tapped Holophone. It gives away a little bit of info, but I think that's
what are the odds that we want to path something he plays on turn 2?
Not that high. I mean, like, do you really want to path a Grim player?
Yeah, all right. You're right. Like, I guess anything you can play on turn 2 that's like an exciting path target gets turned off by Rest in Peace, so it doesn't really matter.
I mean, it does suck that it gives away a slight amount of information, but I think that's okay.
Yeah.
Because I think the life points matter more than the information, is basically what I'm saying.
Actually, what do you... like, we're hiding the information that we have path, you know? So...
No, they know. They literally cast
right.
Inquisition, so I don't... Yeah. Now we have an interesting decision. I could actually play Wonder and Path. It might actually be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Decided that's correct.
I really want to get this path into play.
You mean this rip into play?
Yeah, yes. Sorry, yes.
So, the reason I don't like that is he actually just, like...
He already declined to Inquisition at once, so he probably has some kind of removal for it, you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess the good counterpoint is, yeah, if I don't cast it, when am I going to cast it? Alright. Y'all talked me into it.
I don't know that I actually said any of the things that you presented as arguments, so...
Well, the thing is, our hand's scripted to use basically all of the men on the...
Scholar said. Okay, I gotcha.
Oh, thank you, GW Holla.
What'd you do last night?
I beat Bob Hong in a Grixis Overmirror. So bad that the internet remembers.
It was only one day ago.
Well, it's also recorded on YouTube.
Oh, okay. Bob Wong's a powerful wizard. Knows what's up in Grixis Delver mirrors. So.
I mean, I also knew what was up. I just drew better than he did.
All right, that's the best way to do it.
I did always find a bolt when Bob was at 3, and Bob only had one card in hand, so they couldn't force it. I used the old noodle. So they took my path. This is interesting. I wonder... Okay, opponent milled a Tarmogoyf, which makes sense, because you don't really want to draw that one.
Card's a big turd when you have Rest in Peace in play.
But the other two went on top. Probably another discard spell. Yeah, probably taking a captain now. Actually, I guess this was right. Yeah, I'm coming around on it. Give me something good. I guess I just play the captain, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
I might want to fetch for a green source with that. That's why I'm not using it yet.
Does that play a basic forest? It does, right?
Yeah, this was coming. But I couldn't really do much about it. This is... So, for what it's worth, if I had played Wanderer earlier, it might have been able to play around this indirectly.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't have a Rest in Peace in play, because you would have Inquisitioned it. So
I think this is actually okay if I peel Company soon.
That's true of a lot of spots this deck can get into. Company. I mean, if you just draw like a creature, you're fine.
Oh, that's actually good too. Do I get another green source? This is actually like an interesting question, I think.
Yeah, it is. And I kind of feel like...
I think the answer is yes, right?
Yes.
Because I'm going to want to crack the canopy at some point, I think.
Yeah, I think you do.
So I should get Temple Garden, I think. Yeah. So they're going to plus, and then we're going to flash in this thing, and it's going to be nice.
Yeah. We should not have cracked our fetch land just now. There was no reason to do that, and it kind of gave away what we were up to. But
yeah, you're right. But this action is probably going to be forced no matter what pre-combat. So
yeah,
it's probably okay, but it is a mistake.
I would not F6 while you have a Mausoleum Wanderer in play.
I didn't. I hit F2, but it just sounded really loud.
Gotcha. I saw a little yellow yield thing appear in the corner.
Okay, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now I can F6, I guess.
Don't I have a thing?
Christ, that's
what was
really
that?
bad.
Abrupt decay.
They discard Damnation, so they are just like controlling Abzan. That's whatever. I think we're gonna die.
Off the top.
They milled 2 and left 1 on top. That's probably bad. Okay, I guess that's a thing. Certainly saying go. Did Zach wander on the push? Huge misplay. Is it actually a huge misplay? Do I go for the block? Probably, right? I think I do.
I mean, that lets him use Liliana to clear it afterwards.
That's fine. I don't want to take damage.
Alright, if you say so.
I think this is fine. I think if we're in a top deck war where Rip is shutting off all this stuff, it's absolutely
fine. I guess that's true. Like, he doesn't have many good draws. He just follows up with another Grid Player. Yeah, alright, that's kind of what I figured would happen, but that's fine.
Well, now we're cycling. Okay, well, the question is, do I trade? I think the answer is probably no.
I probably would.
Okay.
Like, what threats does he have that matters?
Yeah, that's fair. What even mattresses?
Tilt.
That one.
Okay, about that. That went well.
I actually shouldn't even cycle now, I think, right? I should just play this go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured out you were being sarcastic. But yeah, not blocking would have ended up a little bit better, I think. Because we would have a 3/3 Supreme Phantom. Or a Druxwell Captain. Okay, that literally can only get basics, so that's okay. Do I crack?
Yeah, I would now.
Okay. This is actually tilt.
Yeah, whatever.
So go like this.
Yeah, this is
actually going to attack.
Yeah.
Yeah. This actually is the Blossom even going to be good enough?
I mean, it's pretty good, but like, I mean, it might work out okay for us. If we draw a land, we're in great shape.
Nice. Our opponent drew a land, which was also good for us.
Yeah. Shit.
That's still a free attack. Next turn it will not be free anymore. This is going well. Right. Vote.
Hang on. Let's just attack with our Selfless Spirit before we do that.
Why?
I mean, well,
Like, think about it. If I'm going to do that, I should actually play the Spirit first, right?
No. I think we want him to take the damage, right? So.
Oh. Yeah, actually, that does make sense. Yep. And if they trade 2 spirits or 2 fairies with that, we're actually okay with that as well.
Right.
Good old lay of the land, Abzan. Is spirits the real deal? I don't know. We could also just chill. Why are we in such a rush to trade? Actually,
I mean, I just think trading reduces the complexity of the board, which is good for us if we're going to eventually cast 2 collector companies. Maybe. I don't know. That's kind of how I was looking at it. But
Shroud used to be the real deal.
also, if he ever removes this Phantom from play, we're in real bad shape. But I guess if we have 2 things, if we have 2 Selfless Spirits, that's really hard for him to do.
The way he would do it is Path, right?
Yeah, Path or Engineered Explosives would be pretty bad for us. So
Well,
I'm in favor of reducing the board clutter.
okay, that's actually a good point then. Trading is good because of the things that were listed. I'm not going to repeat all the arguments, but like actually, if we get enough fairies off the table, I don't think the Bear Blossom can kill us through our creatures before he dies to it, right?
Yeah. Also, we continue to apply pressure, and like he only has 8 turns to live at most. So
yeah. This is one of the reasons I actually kind of don't like Bitter Blossom in a lot of scenarios, because this sort of crap it feels like it happens a fair amount. In any case, I think we're in good shape.
I hope our opponent draws Inquisition of Kozilek and cast it. That would satisfy me a lot. No.
That's actually fine. Well,
Yeah, that's not that. It's not that big a deal.
I mean, we're not attacking anytime soon now. Now we have to chill forever.
They don't have to chill forever.
Nice. I'm gonna cast the second one actually to play around Abrupt Decay.
Sure.
Although, like, I think they probably are priced into Abrupt Decaying our flyer by this point, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, all Abrupt Decay does is clear a blocker, and like if they clear a blocker, we're dead in 2 turns. So
if they Maelstrom Pulse our Rips instead of our creatures, that is a win. That is definitely a win.
agree.
That's true. Maybe I should have just held the Rip then to try to induce it, but land? Nice. Do I have a basic left? I'm just gonna sit here, I think, right?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, if you attack with a creature, you're just gonna put 1 guy in front of it, and it's not gonna do anything. So
This is gonna be a classic game where our opponent dies to their own Bitter Blossom. I've had a lot of those games in my life, actually. Hell. Walking Ballista for 3, probably, right?
Oh, that's a good one.
Christ. That's actually really bad for me, right?
Yeah, that's pretty bad. How many spell quellers we got?
You
2?
can't spell core that.
Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right.
The question is how many Drog Skull Captains I have left.
I mean, just let it happen, because
No.
There's no way you're supposed to company in response to that. Man.
No, I am supposed to company in response, right?
Really?
Because if I hit Lords, then that dictates...
Alright, okay.
This guy sucks, though. I wish...
Yeah, this is rough.
I think this is correct. I think we actually do have to...
That ain't bad, though.
So I get Captain and Phantom, I guess?
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm forced to try to abyss my opponent. Actually, almost all of the creatures are lethal, which is nice. So I think I'm supposed to company main base to figure out what I can actually attack with, right?
No, I think you're supposed to attack with all your guys. Because you need to have, like, you need for our opponent not to have perfect information.
Okay. Are you
So
sure
what's
going to
happen is you're going to attack, he's going to put 1 guy in front of everybody, and then it's going to look like that's... and then he has to decide if he has a lethal attack while you have this collector company in your hand. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. I'm not sure this is actually correct. I guess it actually probably is, because we're so likely to hit blockers for the creatures.
Yeah, I mean, there's a chance we don't, but, I just don't see what good actually comes of playing collective. Like just putting some guys on the board and letting him see what's up, because he doesn't actually have to win with combat damage anymore because he has this walking ballista in play, right?
Yep, that's true. It's really slow inevitability, but it is inevitability still.
Hold up. Do we want shit?
Oh, then I was supposed to Coco because if I hit 2 lords, he died.
Correct. Not only do we even have 2 lords, so that's the thing. But
we could have hit images too, though. So
yes, we definitely should have done that. Whatever, that's fine.
Actually, just 1 lord is lethal too. Bitter Blossom.
Oh, you're right. Yes, you definitely should have done that.
That's bad.
Yeah, you suck, Jarvis, but whatever.
I do suck.
We'll be fine.
All right.
We'll be all right.
Okay.
We just need to hit.
We need to hit 2 creatures on the block.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we got distracted talking about shit. Obviously, that was the plan.
Yeah, that was clearly correct. That was a goofball mistake.
Are we dogs? If we just... Yeah, he just puts another counter on his guy. yeah, that was super awkward.
Well, now he's not, right? Because now I can just... Oh, no. This doesn't work.
I mean, it's only...
Fuck.
Damn it, Jarvis.
I should have slowed down. Should have just slowed down. Didn't slow down. It's okay.
All right, I don't think there's any reasonable way you can blame this one on me. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Nope. Not going to. Damn. Yes, I understand we're Dobbs, but maybe our opponent messes up. It's really hard to mess up when you see 4+2. Oh well. So, moral of the story is, I think this deck is actually good, but I'm bad at playing it. Yep. Actually, maybe that's not even true. We had a lot of close games, right?
Yeah, but they were close games we would have won if we had played better. So okay, I think your initial statement definitely checks out.
All right.
Well, they're close matches anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I guess we would have. He said JD drew the thing, so we would have not actually won that game against her. But like that game, we would have won if we played correctly. So that would have been a match. And then I don't actually remember what happened in the other match we lost. So
Winebird, I think green does add a bunch because I think Collected Company is an abstractly powerful card.
Collected Company has looked and felt great every time we've cast it. So there's that.
And I've been rooting to draw it a lot, which is a sign that it's actually good in the deck, right?
Yes.
But anyways, I think I'm actually going to call it quits now. We've been almost alive for 4 hours.
It's time for us to stop saying nonsense and putting abject lies out into the aether.
Abject lies and bad plays.
Yeah.
Let's see who is streaming. I'm going to send you all Rich Shay's way, because Rich is great. And I'm going to call it quits. Have a good night, y'all. And you too, Andrew.
Yep.